Welcome, everyone, to Constructed Chaos, where we run our D&D stream every single Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. That is the day, that is the time. If you guys know what's up, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live streams when we do go live on these Wednesdays. If you're interested, do also make sure to sign up for our membership. For only $5 a month, you get a bunch of homebrew that we've been releasing in pamphlets every single month. You don't just get the month that it comes out. You get the months prior as well.
Well, you get them all.
Yeah, you get all of them.
Oh, nice.
I've instructed Streamlabs chatbot to tell you guys how to access it if you do get gifted a membership or any of that stuff. But I actually released a new pamphlet today. I'm very proud of a lot of the stuff in there. And it seems like Grim is eager for you guys to check that out too. Thank you so much, Grim Reaper, for the 5 gifted memberships going out to our good friends here. I recognize some of those names. Welcome back to the Chaos Crew. Hope you guys are having a great night, and hope you enjoy tonight's session, because we are going to be finishing out the longest arc of this entire campaign so far. But before we get cracking on any of that stuff, we have to give a huge shout out to our friends over at Tabletop Beard. Because we're finishing an arc, I am repping the Game Master Beard Oil tonight. It is unscented. So if you want to combine it with a different scent, you can do that. The choice is yours. You're the Game Master. That's how it works. They do, of course, also have balms and butters. They actually released shampoo for your beard recently.
I use it.
It's all really good stuff. Top-notch quality. It's pretty much the only thing I put in my beard now. And you can get 20% off of your entire order with code CHAOS20 by following the link in the description below. Go check out our friends over at Tabletop Beard. We love them. They love us. That much is apparent. Maybe they'll stop by and chat tonight. I do think they have enough points to construct chaos, so we'll have to see how that goes. But we do also want to check out something from one of you. A comment from last session. Ooh. Another backlogged episode down. Can't wait until I'm done with this project to be able to watch live again. Thanks, XIVM. We miss you, buddy. But no worries. If you're catching up and watching the stream offline, there's nothing wrong with that. Even if you leave a comment, I'm very likely to respond.
I have to say, the other day, we're in the house and Alex walks in the kitchen and he was like, "Hey, guess what?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "XIVM is watching through all the channels right now. They're going to be caught up so soon."
I love seeing that you guys
so
are interested in the story more than anything else. It's really fun to have you along for the adventure. So thank you for taking part. We couldn't do any of this without you guys. So thank you. Do also check out our friends over at Darkeport. They ran a great stream last night. I was there in the chat, and I witnessed it myself. It was very good. They run on Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, and their link is also in the description below. But without further ado, I think it's finally time to...
roll that beautiful beam footage.
Yes, ma'am.
Within the deepest corner of the pale halls, streaks of mithril ore sing and shimmer splendorously over the works of Gonladir's High Forge Master. Only the grandeur of Durant's masterful craftsmanship could ever aspire to feel at home in such a place. And here it lives, imbibing every radiant ounce of divinity as it pours from the mountain's veins. A shrill cry pierces through the resonant song as the fires of creation reclaim their wayward spawn. By the will of Pyraxis, a holy servant of the forge and a protector of life, casts their antithesis into the flames below with a thunderous quake. The foul monstrosity writhes and wails as it slips beneath the molten metal. A hallowed silence consumes them, but a curse yet remains. Like a blight of the soul, a code of conflagration persists around Durant's corrupted form as she stands from her knelt position. The giants impart one final task unto their champions. The revered smithy of Freudan must also be returned to ash.
Welcome back, everyone. And
the stream
now
is
that chat has seen the intro and all of you have seen the intro, we jump right back into the action, right where we left off last session with our combat. as Drazad has just cast Nergath into the pit of flames, the forge within this High Forge Master's lair, as Nergath and the wizard that is sewn and stitched onto him sink into the bottom of this writhing pit of magma. We now move to someone else's turn.
You see
you guys have not.
floating in midair, just maybe with the great fire axis.
Well, yeah, are you doing anything else?
No, that is all.
Okay.
Looking for someone else that's supposed to be here.
Before we move on from your turn, make a religion check for me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on, I'm not used to
You're not getting
purely
in my
using
lap,
D&D Beyond.
You're not getting in my lap.
That'll be a natural 20 for a 31.
Holy shit!
Take a chat roll. Make it higher.
Drazad, as Nergath sinks below the molten waves, you feel a presence begin to almost shift within the holy symbol that you now wear. And now we're going to move on to some of the smithies that were not hostile before,
Hey, first of all,
as
how
they
dare
are
you?
becoming hostile
I don't like
now.
that.
Are you collecting souls inside of this thing
No,
like a
remember when the
other giant?
was
Yeah.
and then he faded out.
Oh. Was
Or he
Nergath
was
a
faded.
giant?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Did we establish that?
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if that
Was that the good Nergath?
maybe
So
or what was
these
left of the good Nergath.
these
It's like Flora's uncle.
Yeah. Alex told me that I might cry multiple times in session.
Oh,
Anyway, these fiery smiths now turn their eyes towards you, seeing that you wish harm upon their leader, Durant. They take up arms. Flora, I'm going to ask you, are you, as that bat over there, on the ground, or are you in the air?
No, she was flying.
I know you were in the process of flying. I
what
will allow you to...
answer makes it to where I don't get hit?
You're flying. I mean, she was a bat here, came
I
down,
was
and then flew
hovering-
around.
I was
so
hovering
yeah.
about 10 feet off the ground.
10 feet off the ground.
Not high enough. Is that your final answer?
15 feet off the ground?
15 feet would do it, if that is what you truly...
It
20,
truly-
30.
was 15 feet. I can say with confidence that it truly was. Miss Mabel wants to get in my lap so bad that she came to fuss at you. Really? She ran over there and was like,
Get up.
So, this Azer here is going to rush over and flip this switch, releasing the mithril giant as it finally clatters onto the floor.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I can.
Don't do that.
wait, what did he do?
He released the big giant.
And this one is going to close on you, Valoth, and try and make some attacks. Rather, just one. As it raises its smithing
Disadvantage.
hammer high in the air. Disadvantage, you
Nah, I
said?
have no idea why he would.
Does a 13 hit?
It exactly hits.
Okay, then you are going to
Did you
take...
give me a bardic last time?
Maybe, yeah.
You gave me one and I used it. Did you give me another one?
Let's see if I
don't
have
remember.
any more left.
I just don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't know.
Okay.
Your
That is for you
AC
to
is
remember.
that low?
You are going to take 11
As a
points.
T-Rex, yes.
11 points of
miss.
damage, 8 bludgeoning, and 3 fire. As the smithing tool, once used to create, now seeks to destroy you. You feel the heat of this weapon as it instantly cauterizes the flesh wound it deals to you. And as you feel you are out of the woods, turning your T-Rex teeth on this individual, you feel a heat beginning to radiate off of them, and you are going to take an additional 5 fire damage as the heat pouring off of this creature's
Them
flame
ending
body.
their turn near me?
Yes.
Oh.
Nice.
Both my con saves.
Absolutely rude.
This one, since it can't reach
A
you,
lot
Flora,
less
is just
stressful
going
to
to
make those con saves
go
whenever
here.
I've remembered now that I get to use the T-Rex's constitution for those.
It is now Luciana's turn. She is going to stand up.
Pull the lever, Crunk! That's the right lever!
She's going to make 3 attacks on the mithril giant right in front of her.
This is
One is a nat 20, but the others miss.
Go ahead, girl.
Go ahead, get
with
on.
sneak attack damage, that's, would she get sneak attack? She would not get sneak attack. So
if she hid first? No.
She's not gonna do that. She wants to get the hell out of there. So she's making attacks and then getting out. She's going to deal 20 damage, I'll say, even though that's more than what it should be. Just
Sweet.
because I don't feel like doing math today.
Period.
As her blade clangs off of the metal of this creature, you can see that she's swinging wildly, not really paying much attention to where she's landing her strikes, until finally you see her recenter her resolve and stab her rapier into the back joint of this automaton's leg that is sort of loosely hanging there. It's crawling, but and she wrenches out several of the parts that help it to move. She's gonna bonus action disengage and run over here.
I'm so proud of her for.
As she looks to you, she's like, "I don't know if I can stop this thing."
No, you've got that. No, you've got
No,
that,
you
Luciano.
definitely
Trust me.
cannot. That is accurate.
Odd. It is your go. What would you like to do?
So I got a question, and this is going to be, I guess, up to your interpretation. They changed command to where you have to pick one of these things now, right? You have to pick one of those
Whoops.
commands.
You can't just say a word.
It used to be up for interpretation, but now they kind of gave you 5 commands and you got to pick one.
Lame.
So, if I kind of interpret the drop command of telling everybody to go pull the lever, would you allow
What is
that?
the drop command?
The drop command, you drop whatever you have in your hand.
So it does that.
There's drop, there's approach,
There's
there's
drop,
flee,
approach,
grovel,
flee,
halt.
grab,
He's saying
halt.
within those, can he
I want
get them to pull the lever?
Yeah.
So if the
No,
does the
because it does those specific things,
Oh,
right?
man.
I mean, it lists out what it does.
I know it
And
does, but it used to not.
It used to not.
it used to not.
It used to give those as suggestions, and
Yeah.
then you could
And Wild
use
Shape
other
used to give
things.
temporary
Yeah.
HP equal to
Rest
the
in peace,
beast.
Wild Shape.
Okay. All right, then I am.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I wanted to try and convince them to pull the lever. I'll head down as far as I can get. I guess.
Okay.
What is this? Like
That
5?
would be 5 feet.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15.
Another 5, so
20.
20. 25.
I'm like, I'm gonna-
30.
I'm too much up.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I'm going to upcast command. So I should be able to hit all 4 of them.
Durant and the other 3.
Actually, it is.
Or-
Yeah, it's 4. So all 4 of those guys and Durant.
Okay. Well, it's all 3 of those guys.
And Durant, yeah.
Yeah, 3 of those guys
But
and
it's
Durant.
okay. I'm just trusting you that is targeting them.
Yeah,
They have to be within a certain range or just.
Yeah, 60 feet.
Oh yeah.
So that's
okay.
I'm down. I'm well
Yep.
within. And then so they all need to make wisdom saves.
All right.
And,
This red dice will be Durant. The others will
Was
be
I a
the
bat
other
or
dwarves in order.
Vulture? I was a bat.
You were bad. No, you were the vulture
No, you were
because you
the
were doing
vulture.
poison
Vulture.
stuff.
Durant
just
gets a
used the
nat 1, and then the highest
like-
out of the others is a.
Your red dice rolled an out 1.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, amazing.
Good job. Keep it up, red dice. You're doing great.
The highest one out of the others is a 13, so I think they all fail.
Okay,
probably.
I'm gonna look at all of them and I'm gonna tell them, everybody get on the floor and do the dinosaur.
Is that once again like kneel?
everybody, everybody growl.
Okay.
So they will all spend their turns going prone and then ends his turn.
Okay.
I just found something in D&D Beyond. I think someone hacked the giant vulture stat block. And it says, I have a master tier account, but when my players go to my maps, it's just asking them to subscribe. Bugs and support D&D Beyond. So I think something's wrong, or someone hacked the stat block to show their
Of the
like,
vulture,
bug
unless
text.
you're
Weird.
looking at a.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Is it on D&D Beyond?
Because you can make your own creatures. I wonder if is it not someone's creature that they made.
Sending y'all the link. I'm sorry.
That's it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that's quite a lot of something. As we now move to another individual's turn.
Son of a bitch.
Finally, if any of you have been wondering why Durant has not been returned to death,
Just chill.
you see a beetle scurry out from underneath the back of the flying ship. as it begins to assess the situation. It more or less sees that battle is still raging and is going to like scurry back.
Ah!
But it's giving off that same like, because weren't the ones that were like corrupting people giving off like?
Well, they had
Dark
black
energy.
threads, but you can't see that. All you see
Oh,
is a
I thought they were
automaton.
giving off like black energy or something like they were.
When
leaking it.
when you were breaking them, the black dust was.
Okay, but it was
exuding
not
from
while they
there.
were running.
Yeah, no.
I feel like we don't. I feel like we can see the
You've been around them enough.
Yeah.
I heard about them. Valoth, it is your go. Flora, you're on deck.
So
bit
command
of
doesn't
bullshit.
say that they're not going to take opportunity attacks against me, does it?
It does.
Yeah, because they're using their move.
I don't know. I'm just-
What are you talking about?
They're going to take No. If I were to leave them, they're still going to take opportunity attacks on against me, right?
Yeah, but on their turn, they're gonna hit the ground.
Yeah,
Durant already has hit the ground, right?
Yeah, you got
correct.
advantage on her.
Durant is
Yeah.
still prone.
If I had more hit points, I would do something different.
You can tail whip the. Well, they're gonna hit the ground anyway.
Yeah. If I had more movement left, I'd have done something different or more hit points.
Hey, so last session I changed it into the giant vulture
Mhm.
because I didn't know it had changed.
I told you you couldn't, and I said giant bat.
I thought that you had said I don't have a mini for that, so I'm just gonna let you be the bat.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
happened.
that's
Oh,
I
maybe
do.
that's what happened.
So
but
I'm asking you now, do you want me to use the giant bat because I realized that I can't.
you
be a
can't be
vulture.
the vulture.
Right.
No.
I think the only thing I did with it was like a claw attack and a pick up something, which I would have been able to do with the bat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine with that. That's like no
I'm
big
asking
deal.
now which stat block I should
But
be
yes,
looking
yeah,
at.
you the only large flying wild
Yeah.
shape is the bat.
He's working on a druid video, and he said that, and I was like,
Oh.
I changed into the vulture, and he's like, oh, it's not a beast anymore. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. It's an honest mistake.
Yeah.
Neither is the giant eagle or the giant elk.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah, wizards is just a bunch of party
monstrosities
poopers
now.
over there.
They
Yeah.
took all the flying things away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They
They
said-
What
give
you
a
thinking,
flat
Vala?
speed.
I might try to do it anyway
Okay.
Do
and
it.
just hope
what?
that they miss. I'm gonna attempt to move out of range
Okay.
of both of these guys.
Probably a smart idea. Tail whip that boy.
All right. So Durant is going to make a disadvantaged attack because she is prone.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably going to miss, but you never know. I've seen your.
T-Rex get hit by lower.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 13 hit? Yeah.
10
No.
does not
No.
hit. The other is straight roll, and that is probably going to hit with a 17.
I don't think it does.
Actually, yeah. I
Sir,
don't think
anything? That would be nice.
Yeah, but then you might hit it.
It's entirely possible.
It is possible, but it's not Durant. It's one of the little peons.
Can I use my bardic and give it, or is that only something?
No.
you can do?
You don't-
He's talking about silvery barbsing it.
Oh. But you can do that too, right?
I can do that. Yeah, I'm gonna barbs it.
Okay.
Yep.
So re-rolling. That's your reaction.
Yep.
Nat 1. So miss.
Okay,
Yeah, good job.
Sweet, sweet. Can I ask a favor? Can you give me the advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
I don't
see
do it often enough to even remember I give somebody a
seeing what Drazad did.
Uh-huh.
Valoth has a similar idea with him also being a huge creature.
Yeah.
Seeing eye level with this giant, he's gonna try to shove it into the lava.
Okay. It is a huge creature.
He
I
is
will
huge
say-
too. Valoth
Tec-
is huge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a large mini, but
but
you are
he
huge.
is huge. Yeah.
Correct.
It is a huge
On,
tyrant.
as you're running, Odd sees you're gonna get hit. He throws a silvery spear that looks like he's gonna hit you, and it does hit you, but then it just forms into like a shield.
Yeah, he
And then-
winces
yeah,
and then
it's
he's like, oh.
And then it, yeah,
He starts
and then it
running
absorbs like into you, into
Yeah.
your teeth.
Your teeth start glowing.
Yeah.
Like a brand new grill.
You got a grill, buddy.
So you're
Yeah.
icy.
Okay.
All right. You approach.
Get him.
And I guess I'm gonna take the shove action against it.
Okay. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah,
I-
It's
that's
one
the
of
only way
your-
I think I
it's
can-
One of your attacks.
You can either shove or
substitute-
you can grapple and drag them into the fire with you.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to do that.
yeah, I assumed.
I mean, but
Shove
one of
him.
my attacks would be shove because I
Yeah.
have multi-attack. Okay.
Yeah, so you can shove them twice.
Well, it's an unarmed strike. So basically, you would be using an unarmed strike
Well, it just
as
says
an
actions
action.
in combat, and it says shove.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you can shove
Yeah.
as an action. If you get like multiple unarmed strikes, I believe you can replace them.
correct.
The
as-
T-Rex gets multi-attack
Multiple
with
It
two.
gets multi-attack, but it doesn't get multi-shove.
Yeah.
Oh, I
What
thought
the
you-
multi-attack
One bite
specifically
and one
says,
tail.
it does
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you do an unarmed strike instead of that,
Yeah.
it does that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got it.
Okay.
So like a fighter taking the attack action would get multiple shoves.
So it
yeah.
it must succeed on a strength or dexterity saving throw. And I don't know what the DC for the saving throw is 8 plus my strength modifier plus my proficiency bonus. That's the T-Rex.
That's a lot.
Shove is pretty good on a T-Rex.
So I guess it'd be my proficiency because it doesn't have a proficiency as a
Yeah.
T-Rex.
Yeah.
Oh no, it does. Proficiency bonus is 3.
Now it gets
So 10 plus. Okay, that's not bad.
and you're getting around its magic resistance too because it doesn't have resistance to that.
I can't barb this.
No, but I can portent it. It depends on what I think its strength is.
Do
Don't
you
tell
not-
me.
Don't tell me.
Do you not have a bardic anymore?
No. We were
Your
talking
port's
about
11, huh?
that. Yeah. So like, do we think it has a plus
It's-
6 or lower?
It's a fucking giant.
I'm not looking at the sheet. Do we
Yeah.
think because we have the sheet for this month for this thing?
Yeah, I put it out today. so-
But do we think it has a plus 6 or lower? Because that'd guarantee the failure if I barb.
What do you have, a 7?
I have a 25, so it gives me plus 7. 25 strength plus 7.
It's probably very close. It's probably like a +5 or a +6. One of those things. If I had to guess. Because of its size, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna let it lie.
Okay. It rolled a 19 on the dice for a 27 total.
Oh, so it would have saved either way.
As you
that's
ram
like-
your
that's
T-Rex
like-
body
yeah.
into it, attempting to push it into the forge behind it, it feels like running directly into a brick wall. As a matter of fact, the entire chamber resonates as this sort of gong-like sound emanates from the boom.
And Val kind of dazed, like.
The mithril
Stammers
begins to
backwards.
glow in response. Are you doing anything else with your turn?
I have 50 feet of movement.
And you spent probably 20 to get there.
I'm gonna put myself. You know what? No, we ruled that I can teleport as this thing.
You can.
So I'm gonna teleport.
Can you
Here, and then
teleport
use-
without verbal components?
Yeah.
That was my
because
bonus action
it's a-
teleport.
it's his,
Oh, right.
Racial
Yeah.
feat.
I got it.
And
Yeah.
then
I didn't know what.
run back here.
You too
Okay.
maintain your racial
how
stuff
far-
as in
I-
Wild
It's a
Shape.
60-foot
I know, I
range.
just
You've
didn't
No, I know.
seen.
So I did
If you
30
would
feet,
cast
and then I
it.
would have had another 30 feet
So like
to
your
move.
teleport.
So I could get
winter-
exactly
your
60
summer
away
court
from
bomb thing.
Yeah.
it. So
You
okay.
still use that now.
So might as well be where you are.
Yeah. Okay.
You should have came
And
back
that's
to
it.
those guys so you could bite them next turn.
Well, I can
Okay.
always, I have 50 feet. I don't think they can get it far enough away from me not
Oh,
to
they
be
ain't
able to bite
going
'em.
nowhere.
Flora,
I just-
it is your go. What would you like to do?
Oh yeah.
So that thing is standing up now.
It's
and not
free.
restrained.
Yeah.
It's
It has no
it's not
legs.
standing up. It doesn't have legs. It's incomplete.
Yeah.
It doesn't have
But
legs.
it is free.
So it wouldn't have had disadvantage on my shot.
It would if it was restrained.
It has half hit points. That's what I've deemed it. And
Yeah.
it has half hit points and half movement.
And feasibly, if you pull the lever, it'd be stuck again.
That's why I was telling you you had a bonus action.
Oh, I could have bonus action pulled the lever.
With his little T-Rex hands.
Well,
I thought it was an action to pull the lever. I
It's
didn't
action
realize.
or bonus action.
well, I will bonus action pull the lever.
Kronk.
Okay.
So I have a fly speed of 60 feet.
You can definitely get
Yeah.
there.
But you got to get down there.
So if you were at 15 feet in the air,
Pythagorean theorem.
Pythagorean theorem,
The only
I'll
time it
estimate
matters.
it to be.
In my adult life is in playing D&D.
40.
I was going to say about
It's a-
40.
So
Yeah.
40,
So you have 20 left.
So a squared plus b squared
40.
equals c squared.
1600. Remember that. And then 15 times 15 is 225 plus 1600. 1625. I'm Pythagorean theorem. That's what you told me to do.
A squared plus B squared.
Like, what are you
equals C
doing?
Do you actually want me to?
Well, are you
46.
pulling the lever as you swoop down?
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
Okay. As
bonus
you pull the
action.
lever,
42 feet.
the hammer once again slams down on the anvil. The machine is going to try and maneuver out of the way, but I don't think it makes it.
Wait, the machine has a dex?
It is a
Save.
dex
I mean, it
save.
does
against
move.
that to like
Yeah.
dodge.
To try and move.
It has no legs, so
Flora, roll 10d10 damage.
Yeah, the lever tries to
That's
dodge you as you go to pull it. I was like,
I was like, wait, what?
the lever pulls a.
Drizzle, did you
Yeah.
animate
what
this
freaking
lever?
handy manny BS
Yeah.
is this?
No, 10d10 damage.
You could roll
You
that
can
on
also
D&D
take. You
Beyond.
can also take the average if you want.
take that average.
I want to roll it.
60.
Okay.
Or 55.
Yeah, I think
And
it's 55.
for the record, the flaming smith next to it also failed his save, so he's going to be taking this damage.
Oh,
too.
he getting
Oh.
smooshed.
Everybody there.
56.
That's pretty much
One
average.
more than the average.
One more than average.
Worth rolling.
I'm glad you were.
Worth it.
Now, the mithril giant is going to take half of that because it is resistant to bludgeoning, as we've established. So it's going to take 28,
Okay.
Not worth it.
Uh,
No, it is worth it. It was
It's
Wait.
pinned.
and
Yeah.
it is now restrained. If you would like to drop a restrained condition on top of it,
What about the little guy?
the little guy is he is what makes up the sparks as the mallet slams into the anvil.
You know them aluminum can presses?
My grandpa used to have one.
No
of
more
those.
Smith.
He's no more.
Okay, so that was my bonus action.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you have 20 foot of movement and an action.
Hmm.
For what it's worth, the giant is restrained, so you have advantage on your attacks against it.
Does he have his reaction?
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, because I
hasn't used
teleported
it.
it away.
All right.
I didn't want to lose my last 11 hit
don't
points as
have
the
the
T-Rex.
right giant bat open.
Go for the eyes.
The arm that's pinned though is its melee attack. It
Yeah, so it has
That
its
is
range
grappling.
pew pew
Yeah.
arm.
Go
Still.
for the eyes.
Could I specifically attack the ranged arm to try to like break it off?
you can. I will say, in its incompleted form, you can see the mithril cable that holds
Ooh.
its arm together, and you know it's there because you fought one before. So you can target that specifically, trying to disable the attack.
I do.
I
Would
like
Okay.
it be my bite attack?
It would be whatever attack you want to use there.
26.
26
Oh.
definitely hits. Roll your damage.
24.
That definitely
Okay.
hits.
Oh, it misses.
Just
Just
Oh.
damn.
25 AC.
Yeah.
6
Sorry.
points of piercing.
Okay, as you bite into the cable, you feel it grinding against your teeth, and in a weird way, the resonance of the cable interferes with some of your echolocation, causing it feels like nails on a chalkboard to you. As you release it, you see the cable actually being spooled up in the canister as it begins to heal itself at the end of your turn. You have to deal enough damage to it to break it in one turn.
And it's probably more than I can do with one.
With your second
You
attack.
could just keep picking the
I
lever
don't
up
have
and
a
dropping it
second.
back
Oh,
down.
my bad. I thought you
You
were.
could be like,
You can try and grab it next
I
time.
want to try to like start like pushing it. I know it's like restrained to that. I can't push it. So it's stuck.
You use your bonus action, your action, you have your move left. 20 feet of movement.
Is that a bad guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm gonna fly
to
20
it.
feet, yeah.
You can get there.
Okay.
And so you will be on the ground here.
Can I not can I hover up out of his reach?
I think that's gonna
I'm cool
cause
to
too
not-
much movement.
Yeah,
Be as
I'm
close.
Cool to not close in.
Okay,
I
so
wanna
you-
just go
high up,
in that
yeah.
direction. So I want to be like.
So you'll be 10 feet,
10 feet
up,
up.
right here.
That works.
Got it. Okay. Next in the initiative is the mithril giant. Seeing you biting at its arm, it sort of tries to swat you away. You begin to fly up into the air, and it is going to make an attack on you. It is
got a ranged
restrained.
arm.
I know. Does it have opportunity attack?
We just it normally would, but its melee arm is
Sorry,
tied
it's
down.
Melee arm.
Does a 23 hit?
Well, yeah.
I'm guessing that it does.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it would be a 21.
his.
Oh, actually, hey, funny enough.
Actually,
That changes.
Just
Macy's
the
21 and a half.
as the arm is launched, you hear that cable unspooling behind you and turn around just in time to see the hook piercing through one of your wings, grappling and pulling you back in.
What size are you?
You're going to take
Large.
22 points of piercing damage, and you are instantly reeled 25 feet towards the creature. Once you get within 10, it is going to place you inside of its hatch as it opens.
Does that work even though she's large?
Yeah,
Large?
it can
Okay.
hold
Large.
two medium creatures or one large creature.
So I'm in there?
You are in there.
Are you sure?
I didn't have to roll like a dex save to not.
Nope.
The to hit was
The hit
save.
is the save. And basically anything that's grappled within 10 feet of this creature is instantly put in if there's room.
That sucks.
Is that what the stat block says?
Good, good or
You can check it.
good or bad news. You're the only thing that can fit in there until you unwild shape.
So it can't do anything to Luciana, or rather, it can't put Luciana in there, but it's going to try and turn. Luciana's behind it, so it can't see. It's going to fire on you, Drazad,
No.
now that its hook arm is free.
No.
Okay, roll.
Does a non-natural 30 hit?
Good God.
How do you get a natural 30, Alex?
Exactly. You are going to take 22 points of piercing damage. Are you still up?
Are you down?
All right. It's going to instantly reel you in. However, there is something already in its...
Oh, it's reeling me
Hatch.
in?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
fall into the lava.
Oh, thank God.
But you are on your second level of exhaustion now.
Yeah, I just marked it.
And you are grappled and prone right in front of the creature. As it brings its turn to an end, it's going to roll a d6 to determine the effect that Flora receives. Flora, as you try to flutter around using your blind sight as a bat, suddenly the chamber erupts in light and you take 11 radiant damage as you are now blinded until the start of the giant's next turn. However, you have blind sight, so you're immune, basically.
Yeah, get wrecked.
But you guys from outside see light pouring out from the cabin of this
Yeah.
creature.
No,
Yes.
11.
11.
from this just now.
You did take
You take 22 when
though.
it grabbed you, but you just took 11 more.
Yeah.
So 33 total.
It is now Durant's turn. However,
How does she dance on the floor?
she break
She's
dances.
doing the worm.
Actually, she build dances
Yeah.
instead of breaking.
Ah.
Yeah, I mean, she basically stands up and then instantly prones again. I don't think she can move or anything, and there's not much else that she can do. Does it say it spends her entire turn, or
Yeah,
does,
it says for drop or not drop, but we said grovel. Target has the prone condition and then ends the turn.
Okay, yeah, that is simple enough. Can't do anything else there. Drazad, it is your go. So I'm
Death
gonna roll a
save.
death save for you. Okay.
That's not fun.
And it is now the
Can I-
other Smith's turns,
Can
and
I-
they
can
are
I-
all going to
He
drop
drops
prone.
on the floor. And they do the dinosaur.
Wait, can I
There's only two of them.
can I just port in Drazad's death save?
Yeah, it is a roll that you can see. So
An 11.
okay.
Just to make sure you succeed, and 11's a
Yeah, he
bullshit
doesn't
roll
like
anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
So just so you know, that was a death fail that you've corrected to a
Oh, sweet.
success.
Thank you. Thank you.
That is the Smith's turns. They don't get to do very much there. As we now move back to Luciana,
I was at a double heal, and I'm so mad.
seeing that this creature is still restrained, Luciana is going to rush
you
up
Can see, you can heal him.
and try and make some attacks at advantage.
All of your healing has
Natural
bonus.
20.
I can't cast in wild shape. The only one I can is the one he made.
That would be non-natural 20, which actually misses. And then third one hits. So one nat 20 will make that one the sneak attack because you are within range and you're not incapacitated.
Who is
So
this?
this is Luciana
Okay, that's not
attacking.
She got another crit.
Yeah, period. She better keep it up.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
And
can
it's
only
on
use
sneak
those
attack,
dice
too.
Whenever you play an ally.
So 20, 24, 44 halved, 22. Second attack would be 10 halved to 5.
to 7.
What are you talking about? She is then going to, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Actually, I think she knows that it can't melee attack, and so she's going to stay close to it, hoping it can't pin her down, standing right behind it. As we now move on to Odd's turn, what would you like to do?
Are we trying to? I'm like, hey, Drazad, are we trying to save? Oh, okay.
Well, that's why the telepathic bond is up, so you still can talk to Florida, even though we can't speak.
I'm gonna blow. I'm gonna blow Drazad a kiss because he can't see me wink at him. So I'm gonna blow you a kiss and I'm gonna healing word you. But that's gonna take.
What's the word you
You know the word. You know our word.
Your safe word.
That's what you hear.
Same word.
know
The
our
same word is
word.
pineapple. All right. Yeah. Hold on a sec.
So you are no longer you wake from your deep slumber of unconsciousness
10 points.
Are you down too?
Thank you.
as you are still in the clutches of this ginormous automaton as it stares down at you. You see the radiant light pouring out from what it did to Flora as you sort of like wake up and
As
fade
soon as
again.
you open your eyes, I'm like, oh, you're awake. Good. Are we trying to save Durant? Like, can we save her?
Well, we saw the little bug.
I do not think so.
Okay.
We saw that little bug.
It's gone, right?
No, but it's,
Well,
I mean,
it's right there.
What the fuck is that? Where did that come from?
Well, is
Excuse me.
is it trying to
He
leave?
mentioned that the reason. Okay. We might suspect that the reason why Durant has not actually died and is still undead is because of that thing.
Can I get that?
So if we kill that thing, Durant will be passed on peacefully, and or we could potentially talk to it before Durant dies.
I can't get there.
You can't quite get to it.
Son of a bitch.
Shoot it, start blast.
It might have known that.
I hate it.
I love it.
You can throw. Don't you have bonus action? Can't you? Or can't you throw javelins?
I can throw javelins at it. It's just not.
Grim
ideal.
Reaper said Lunchiana is still alive.
I like that name,
Okay,
especially because it fits into our whole cannibalism, not cannibalism talk.
We are not eating other people
Are they people?
get right
Or
here and I'll
racist.
throw some javelins at it.
or
Okay.
species.
Yeah. I use the boom. Is boomerang once a day?
It's as many as you need.
Yeah.
But the charge is only once. But you've gotten the charge back since you used it, because we has rested.
We has the sleep did.
Did we get it back?
Yes.
Yeah, we rested
Oh.
after we fought the elemental thing.
Short rested.
No, we long
Was that-
rested.
Oh,
after we
long
got,
rested after the. You're right. You're right.
Since
Okay.
then, not immediately after.
I
but
throw the
since
boomerang
Okay.
as my first throw.
What? To hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits. Roll your damage.
I need 4 of these. I don't have enough.
You need some D4s.
Yeah.
It did a little nasty little dirty 20.
What type of damage is it?
So this is gonna be bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then this is bludgeoning, which is
3.
plus 3 equals
Six.
6, and then this is thunder or lightning. No, is that thunder? Thunder.
Okay.
Lightning and the
Oh,
thunder.
Jesus. 4.
Okay, so 10 total as your boomerang swings around the side of one of these supporting beams, crashing into the automaton as it sort of repositions itself, assessing the threat. You see that it has a vile glimmer in its eyes.
And then I'm going to throw one more
Okay,
for another dirty 20,
that hits.
and then that one is one of these.
Oh, I forgot I can add 1d8 of extra damage now because
It wouldn't have made a difference on the cable, I can tell you.
I know. But
Yeah.
I forgot I can do that.
8 points of piercing.
Piercing, got it. As you then throw a spear at this, a spectral spear or javelin. Is it a javelin you're throwing?
Yes.
As you launch a javelin now, as it scurries just out of the line of sight of the boomerang you just threw. You sort of pin it against the wall as it shakes free, losing some of its plating in the process. It does look like it's still pretty sturdy, but you can see that it's dripping some sort of coolant onto the floor.
Okay. That's all I'm doing.
It is now the beetle's turn. And seeing you as a threat, it is going to close on you.
Yes.
And make a couple attacks.
Don't forget this thing grinds this stuff.
Why do we think that thing is possessing Durant?
Because Alex said it.
The way he said it.
He said, you gather the reason that Durant might be undead pops out from the bat, and then he explained the beetle coming out.
Does a
from that.
16 hit?
No, 16 does not hit.
So we might
Does
have
an 8 hit?
No.
We might.
It rushes you as quickly as it can scramble, trying to lunge at you with its mandibles, but you're able to move out of the way, and you all too readily predict the buzzsaw that is coming out of its back, trying to grind some of your armor to dust. You've seen this thing before, and so you move out of the way pretty nimbly as it drives into the stone beneath your feet. And it's going to end its turn there.
Man, those
Doesn't
things really
want an
grind my
attack.
gears.
Yeah. Well, Valor, that's good because it's your turn for you're on deck.
Okay. So
You know what really grinds?
I'm
my
gonna get
gears?
within 15 feet of this guy and tail him.
No.
With
That
I'm
That guy?
I'm gonna
Oh,
tail
yeah,
him.
15-foot reach on that?
That guy, yeah. 15 feet
Dang.
on the tail, 10 feet on the bite.
Nice. You
You
have advantage. Or, hang on.
I haven't used the advantage because I didn't need it to shove. I thought I did.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm just saying it's because it's prone, but it says that you have a advantage on
immune
attacks
to
within 5 feet,
But I have advantage
but
from silvery
disadvantage. So it's straight roll then. Because you would have disadvantage if you're more than 5 feet away on an attack.
barbs. Oh, is that what the dumb rules for prone
It is
now?
stupid, yes.
We've
We've been over it so many times.
Then
now.
I would get within
Close all of it, yeah.
within 5 feet of it.
I think it's again. Is it under the? Yeah.
It's under the conditions.
An attack roll against you has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of you. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. So.
Which I guess kind of makes sense for this. But okay, yeah, I'm gonna close the gap so that I have advantage.
Okay.
Just well above a 20.
Yeah, that definitely
28
hits.
to hit. Yeah. And then this is.
I mean, he's like a robot.
He has to listen to people.
15 plus 11 is 25. Plus 7 is 32.
32.
32
points
on
of
this
damage.
guy that I would have closed on.
Okay, it is still, doing its little dance on the ground, but
So it's still
its
technically
flames
up?
are much diminished. It looks bloodied in a bit further.
Okay, then I'll just stay there and I'll bite it.
Okay.
It's 3/4 bloodied.
3/4.
For a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
The advantage saved me from a nat 1. And that is going to be for 4d12 plus 7. 9 plus 11 is 20 plus 7, 27 points of piercing damage.
Hell
Yeah, that'll do it. You feel the sizzle of this creature's fire going out within your mouth. Almost like taking a bite of a Hot Pocket that is too hot. You spit it onto the
Yeah.
ground. It is not moving as it falls to unlife.
And
once
we know
again.
Luciana goes before this thing, right? The giant.
It
don't
goes
have
after you've seen.
It's in. It's,
Oh, Luciana goes after, so Flora's the only other one that goes before.
What goes before it goes again.
That's what I meant. Luciana's going to go before
Right?
the giant
Hang
goes,
No,
I think I have the
no,
initiative.
giant
No,
goes
the
after
giant goes-
me,
the giant
and
goes
then
after her.
Luciana goes.
and then you go after the giant as well.
Yeah,
Because
he
you
goes
got
after Luciana.
yanked out of the air.
Yoink.
I mean, you technically go first, I think,
Yeah.
but you go out. You don't have another turn.
I
Because I was going to lift the lever with my bonus action so that somebody else could pull it, but I don't
have
want
my
it to be
computer.
free.
and I don't have
that's
my
a good
notes, and
idea.
I feel very
Um,
naked.
So I'm just going to position myself here
Okay.
and in my turn.
All right. Flora, it is your go. What would you like to do from within the...
So, would we think that this is a willing creature?
No.
But how do we know? Because he's just a robot.
Exactly. A willing creature has to be not only conscious to be willing, but it has to, expressly will itself.
It has to give a yes.
Yeah, it has to give a yes.
Dang.
As we've learned,
It has to give consent.
no
Sam
answer is also a
Hoffbauer,
no.
welcome to the Chaos Crew, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Damn.
Make sure to
Hey,
make sure to
bud.
hop over to the channel page and get yourself some D&D homebrew if you haven't already. I'm gonna add your chaos points while I'm thinking about it.
Okay,
You're no longer Bob Marley.
Where, Drazad, you're right in front of me.
Oh,
On the ground, yes.
On the ground. Yep.
Okay, great.
I'm chilling.
I am gonna use my action
Period.
to base step
Where are we going? You got it.
out of his back.
Oh, period.
I don't
You're not
think
in
the
there.
bat's
You're
actually
not-
in there.
you're
The bat
not
is
in
not actually in there.
Yeah,
it doesn't
it's over
fit.
here. What are you? Sorry, what are you doing?
I'm face stepping.
Face stepping.
out.
Out.
You are able to do that because you have 3/4 cover while you're in there, so you can see out.
And I have blind sight,
Yep.
so I'm not blinded. So from there, I'm going to then use my bonus action to heal.
Yourself?
Myself.
Or Drazad?
I'm gonna heal Drazad.
That's
Nice.
fair.
So
I should have healed you for more.
Oh,
what?
It's okay.
well, you can do that.
What?
I'm double checking the way I worded this real quick.
But I'm gonna heal him regardless. You get 21 points.
Nice.
And
Thank you.
5 temporary.
Thank you.
Wow.
26 total.
As you escape, you cast your healing spell on Drazad just as you see the giant lift him and put him into the compartment because there's now room.
But he wasn't grappled anymore, huh?
Yeah, he was.
But does he? How does the giant do that without the part of his?
The ability that I made for it says that any creature that is grappled by the giant within 10 feet of the giant is placed into the compartment if there is room.
Gotcha.
So there became room, and now he's in there.
Well,
That does mean you can take less damage probably next turn.
Yeah.
You're limited to like 2d10, but it's something.
Don't
so
worry about
that
it.
was
It's
my
fine.
action, bonus action. I can still move,
Okay?
and I did teleport 30 feet, so I'm out of range of him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
it doesn't
His
have a
arm
melee
is
anyway.
pinned too. Yeah. So no melee.
This is the range.
Yeah.
Do we know? Is it immune to radiant damage?
Yes.
Immune?
Yes.
The unequivocal
I'm gonna go-
simultaneously.
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew there was
Yeah.
something
Because
with
you
radiant
tried
damage.
to like
Okay.
guiding bolt it. We still got the advantage, but it took like no damage or something.
Seeing
last
that
time we fought
Luciana
one of
wasn't
these.
targeted before, you swoop around its blind spot, hoping that it can't target you from there while it remains pinned. As it now moves to the giant's turn, it is going to...
Watch
Fire.
it do like this. Shoot behind it.
Yeah, I'm going to say it can't
disadvantage?
turn around to hit you guys. It is going to fire at disadvantage on Valoth,
Yep.
but it's not going to be able to put you...
Well, it
Oh,
will.
No, I was saying.
If you drop...
Oh yeah.
that is a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
What are you at right now?
11 temp hit
Love
points.
to-
Oh,
right.
You take
Yeah.
22 points of
And then
piercing
you'll drop your
damage
form.
as you become Valoth, and you are instantly grappled.
Now we get to ask the
Does
Ant-
it-
the
does
Ant-Man
it-
question.
Yeah, yeah.
While I'm inside it, if I
Oh.
polymorph again,
You would do damage.
It's like crawl up Thanos.
we'll cross that bridge when we
Yeah.
get there.
Yeah.
Crawl
I
up
think I'll
Thanos'
probably,
booty.
just so you know, I'll probably rule it as like bludgeoning damage. I don't think, like, I think you would do damage to it, and it would deal damage to you.
Yeah, I was thinking of it like a Morgan as a spider in the.
So they're
lock
both
kind of
in there now?
situation.
Well,
I'm-
it pulls 25 feet.
So I don't think I'm close
you're not
enough.
close enough.
I'm
Where's the
large.
line? Do you guys have that somewhere?
Oh yes, I'm so
It's right
sorry.
there.
This is from last.
That's a
session.
30-foot line, right?
Yeah, 30 feet. So it doesn't get
I'm
you.
30 feet, so I would.
Well, does it put you within 10 feet?
oh yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'm 30 feet away
You're like-
from it.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So it will pull you in as you and Drazad become cellmates.
Vala goes, oh, hey Drazad. You might want to hide in a corner.
Start pressing buttons.
So, do you have any plans on how to get this out of
Yes,
here?
hide in
Or-
a corner.
Oh, why? Why? Okay.
Drazad, you're exactly where you want to be. Take control of it.
As this creature ends its turn, we are going to roll to determine what happens to the two of you. That is a 6, which means that the hatch.
This is out.
Val gets in there and starts pushing buttons.
I was like,
Hatch
hide in
pops
a
open.
corner, and then the hatch opens, and Val's like, I did that. As you turned around, he's like, I did it, Drazad, get out! Get out of the corner! As he did not do anything.
You both are not
You're so
prone,
intelligent, fella.
Look at me. Look at what I did. Good job.
just behind it as the hatch opens and then closes. No ill effects.
Wow.
That happens.
Lucky.
Very lucky. It is now Durant's turn. They are going to stand up from prone
Finally,
and
huh?
stop dancing as
After
they
movement.
see most of their enemies taken care
Hiding
of.
behind the giant.
They'll never find
I'm like,
us
attack the giant.
Durant is going to close on you. They have 15 feet left, so I think they're going to use all 15.
Get like
Make it
there.
about
ish.
Yeah,
Opposite,
roughly.
yeah.
I have some tack.
Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Did y'all like try to escape? Or...
No,
No, he rolled
you
a 6 on the D6 of
Yeah.
effects that happen.
Oh, and
is
it
get
lets
out.
you out.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I got in and immediately Drazad and I
Did y'all
flew
Tabletop
out.
hack, everybody. If you use sticky tack, you can get
Sticky
them to stay where you want.
Loctite, we're still coming for you.
Now they were there, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit extra, but they'll be able to get there next
I know.
turn, so it doesn't matter.
Not if I
Well,
put
I'm
him
trying
on
to
the
get
ground.
within. I'm trying to get within 10 feet of you, but I don't think that's going to happen. Or within
Next-
5 feet. That's
Next
not. Yeah.
turn, yeah.
She is going to make 2 flame burst attacks against you.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit? The other one is a 14.
Just hits throughout.
You have shields.
Yeah, I got one left. Yeah, I'm a
That's enough?
shield. I'm a shield, Alex.
Can you? Didn't you use silvery barbs?
Not this
No,
last
because
time.
It was
he
last
used
time.
silver barbs while he
You're
was
right.
over there on the
Yeah.
corner.
As Durant raises a pair of tongs, conjuring flame at the tip of them and firing them out with a resounding clang, you see 2 bolts of fire. One goes wide as you dodge out of the way. The second one just barely glances over your shield as you cast a magical one to cover your blind spot, and it glances, almost striking the wing of the ship behind you and catching it aflame. But now it comes to Drazad's turn. You are prone behind the giant. What would you like to do?
It's not a good giant.
Are you sure? I'm
he
gonna
can't see that.
stand up for
I
sure.
mean, you did find
Okay.
that G spot inside.
for sure. No,
Oh
that
my
was
God.
Val. And I am.
As Valith leans from behind the giant and winks at you.
Yeah, exactly.
Valith's
That's
too
what it was,
autistic
sorry.
to know to do that.
Where's Luciana?
One
She's
of-
on the other
one
side.
of-
We're all next to each other.
You're all right
Great.
next to each
One
other.
of the Valos has to know where the G spot is.
I
You would
cast,
You would think.
One of those personalities.
Actually, they're one constant.
I'm gonna be like Luciana. I understand your.
Buys the ball.
It's the one thing that none of them can find.
I'm not wrong, am I? It's scary in there.
Val says, "Oh no, it was actually pretty nice."
Honestly,
You were in there for like a second.
Drazad didn't have time to figure out what was going
You
on
hear the
before he was
bat like
saved.
screeching, agreeing with
Next time I end up inside, you're coming with me.
Yeah,
no.
yeah, he is.
Oh no.
How about we just kill this thing?
I
That
will
would be agreeable. Yes.
cast Healing Word and heal her 10 points.
Awesome. She
and
loves it.
then I will.
She begins to lick her wounds.
Yes, catnap.
Can you? I need a dex save from the giant.
Okay. It is restrained.
So it has disadvantage or autofill?
It's
We
one of the
gotta
two.
look.
I have it right here. It is
Disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Wait, does my exhaustion?
Is
affect
this against a magical effect?
It's against my breath weapon.
Yes. So straight roll then.
It's against the things you roll your exhaustion. -2 to stuff you roll.
It rolled a
Or -4.
8.
I guess.
Boom. Okay.
Not great.
So Drazad's gonna stand up, look over. He'll heal Luciana, and I'm not done with you yet, giant. And 2d10.
Blah blah blah.
Stronger than that.
No, it's 2d10 lightning damage.
Not nothing.
I thought Alex. I thought you had. Oh no.
It's cone.
No.
Is what it got upgraded to instead of a line.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Or you can do either. I think you can choose.
I think I did give it an extra die, but I was basically just making
Yeah.
it equivalent to what the Dragonborn were in Fizzbands. Because they got a boost that they needed.
Mhm.
So it is just 2d10, right?
It's whatever it says in the rules, I believe.
That's what it is.
Now that we've updated it to the new ones, it should be consistent with whatever it
Okay,
is.
this
Gotcha.
is I don't know what's a D10 on this little menu in D&D Beyond. Can I have 2d10 real quick? They're all like
You
weird.
can also
What the
take
hell
the
is
average
that?
if you want.
That's a
There's
D10?
D100 and a D10. So that it rolls
Oh,
the
that's what's messing
Yeah.
me up.
Yeah.
Okay. 7.
7 total.
Yeah.
What type of damage?
Lightning.
Lightning.
Lightning. As lightning courses out through your jaws, from your jaws, you see it climb around the armor of this automaton into its body, coursing through its mithril veins as it sort of and then begins to try and turn towards the three of you in response.
Did it ground itself or did it take the damage?
It took the damage.
Oh, great. So,
I'm trying to figure out how it can turn. If an arm spin, it has no legs.
It's trying. I mean, you
Yeah.
hear the parts like.
Some
Yeah,
RoboCop situation.
Yeah.
Like,
You do anything else for
full
Zod?
AOL dial up?
Yeah.
No, that's it.
Huh?
Okay.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
yeah. Grandma's boy.
Has it used its reaction? I think it did.
Well,
no, I think it
we've
did
established it while its arm is pinned.
That's the melee
Yeah.
arm.
not. Right.
That keeps coming up.
And it also can't grapple us back here.
Run to the other one. Hold an action when it shoots you.
No.
Pin it with the other hammer.
Can I?
No. I don't think he has enough hit points to do that.
That's a cool idea.
Or in any actions. To hold an action to do that.
Let me come.
Can we just take our time?
I'ma come
hot wire
to the
this
lever.
thing?
Okay. How
I-
much you have 15 foot?
No,
Oh.
you're exhausted.
No, I
You
only
only
have
have
5
10
feet of
You have
movement.
10
Yeah.
left.
No,
You would
5.
have no, it'd be
'Cause
10.
He's double exhausted.
No, I'm double
Yeah.
exhausted.
You have
but you're
10.
Minus 10 right
You
now.
you started with 20, stood up for half, so you have
You
10
have
left.
Oh,
10.
I'm thinking 30
Yeah,
minus
yeah.
50. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing it the other way around.
So you have 10, but it is worth noting that you would be moving through an enemy space as well, which is difficult terrain.
So you can
So I don't
try
think
feet.
you'd be able to make it unless you go through the forge fires. Which, you're perfectly
There's not a way
welcome
to go
do.
around that way?
You can fly.
No, there's not
Aren't you
room.
still
Around the
flying?
back.
No.
Aren't you still
No,
flying?
he unconscious.
No.
Or incapacitated. I
Oh.
think
Lose him?
it drops it.
Your
Okay,
wings
I
fall
guess
off.
I'll follow
Yeah.
Luciana's lead and just like chill behind him so he hopefully can't grapple me.
Oh, you
The
can go
blind
pull the
spot.
you can go pull the ham.
He can't. That's,
That's
what he's trying to do, but he
do.
can't.
My
get
The
there.
lever's on
He
the
doesn't
other
have enough
side.
movement.
Jump through through the hole.
It is now the other smith's turn.
Stands up,
Stands up.
runs into the front.
15 left. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, he does. It heals him.
They are immune.
Oh, damn. I knew it.
Immune to
I knew
fire.
Oh, okay, quick question. Hypothetically speaking, how much damage would he be taking if he was
I believe it's 4d10 if you're just standing on it.
per round?
I mean, yeah. Okay. You're like, is that
Casting
a...
Spirit.
I'm
Worth
not gonna
it?
resist it. Is it worth it?
That is as far as that individual can get, and they do not have ranged attacks, so we move on now to Luciana's turn. She's going to continue trying to strike down this enemy with advantaged attacks.
Lately, she got some help.
That's not going to hit. That will hit. So that's 1 hit. That will hit. That's 2 hits.
She
One
either
of them will
crits
be
once
sneak
or
attack.
hits twice.
Yeah, that's it.
It's a total of 34 halved to 17.
Damage is dabblage,
Yeah.
Luciana.
It works.
You dabblage him.
You see her like out of breath at this point, just trying to hack at it.
Stab
but
him
as
through
it's-
the chest.
It's like trying to turn around. She's trying to kill it before before it can set eyes on her. We now move to Odd's turn
All right, I'm going to swing at
over
this
near the
beetle.
scrapper beetle.
Yeah.
Ooh,
That's
I
going to
think it's gonna hit.
Yeah.
It's well above 20.
That will
Okay.
hit. Yes.
Potentially well above 25 as well.
That's 12 plus 5? 12 plus 5?
17.
As it started,
Cable. You just
start swirling on it.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna take another swing at it.
Got it.
That is a.
What?
Also above 20, I think.
It's a 21 minus.
Was it thunder damage that you
Yes.
dealt the extra? I'm just
Yeah.
making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a 19. I got mine.
19 does hit.
Your exhaustion.
Okay. And then for 12 points of damage.
Okay. 12 points. As you land that last attack with the wind swirling around it, you see one of its legs actually kicked off, sucked into that little vortex and spun out across the room. It is bloodied now.
Oh, great. I'm going to.
Oh, great, he says.
Yeah. Man, I don't have many things. Okay. Dang. Okay. Yeah. Can I? No. No, I can't do that. Oh, make a shit. I keep forgetting about that. Okay, never mind. That's it. I keep forgetting.
What a roller coaster right now. Oh, my God.
Go, next. Sorry.
Okay. It is the beetle's turn. They are going to try and attack in kind here.
Did you want to move on the other side of the beetle at all? Or no?
Oh, yeah, I might do that. Can I move to the other side?
Yeah, you can swing around the backside of it.
Just stay far away from.
You sort of use your nimble footwork to dance around the back of the beetle.
Yeah.
It turns to face you and makes 2 attacks. Green is the buzzsaw. They're both going to miss. A 15 and a nat 1.
Yeah.
Seeing the danger that it's in, it is going to try and flee. How much booming blade does it take?
Yeah, run
2d8.
away. Run away.
And you get an
coward.
opportunity.
And I get an
attack.
opportunity attack. That's 9 on the booming blade.
Okay.
And then the opportunity attack.
You better kill it.
I'm trying. That's going to hit. And then, yeah, just one of these. Oh, 1. 6 points on that.
Okay.
Yep.
So as it scurries away, it forces itself through the vortex that you've set up for it, and you lash out at it, hoping to end it with one final glancing blow. But it scurries under some of the scaffolding and begins to coil into a defensive position, perhaps realizing how valuable it is as an asset in this fight. Valoth, it is now your go. What would you like to do?
Half move stand. Back up.
Back it up.
Back it up, Terry.
Back it up. Back it up.
You only have 1 level of exhaustion, correct?
Yeah.
So you have
25
well,
movements.
halved. So
Yeah.
you'd have 10 feet left, but I'll give you
Yeah.
15.
It doesn't matter. I'm backing up.
How far do you want to go?
Just enough that I can do a range attack without being
Yeah.
at a disadvantage.
All right.
60 feet.
And I like to think that, like, as Drazad was using his lightning attack last, Valoth stuck a hand into it and pulled out a lightning orb. As he's got a chromatic orb on this giant, and I am using Lucky to give myself advantage
Okay.
Nice.
Halfway
on
through
this
me,
as well.
I see you pull it down. I'm like, hey, you can't take that.
I love seeing chat using the chaos item prompt in there. It's been a little while since I saw that pop up.
I saw it pop up on my phone for a second ago.
Too many cups made a garden trowel of abyssal flames.
I was wondering what was going on. I kept seeing the yellow come up, and I was like, Alex is not typing right
That
now.
is a Skyrim item if I've ever seen one.
That was for a 23 to hit, even with my
23
minus
does
2.
hit.
For sure.
Oh
no, it's happening again.
4, 5.
She's omniscient.
I have 4. I took one of yours. Yeah. Which one? This one.
Yep. Which one rolls the best?
He's got that one. All right.
Grab that one.
You're attacking the giant, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And this will bounce because I rolled 3 5s. Okay. So that's 15 plus another 5 is 20 plus 4. That's 24 lightning damage
Okay.
on the giant.
Gablage.
And it takes all of that as it courses through, seeing what Drazad was able to do. You try and mimic it as best you can. Its joints creak, and you see some of the metal sort of beginning to grind against itself, spilling out from its body.
Get
It's still
spinning.
up.
Is it bloody?
And then
Oh,
that is
Well, it started off bloody, but it's bloody
24, 24 against the other guy.
that definitely hits.
Yeah, didn't
As the lightning
didn't blow
now
lucky on that one.
arcs through its very conductive body.
Shit roll. Your metal dice sucks.
Wow, give me that. Damn.
That's 18 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Luciana
As the
is
lightning
so low
arcs
solid.
into this creature now, you see its undead form lit from underneath by the red flame of the forge, overhead by your lightning. Same as between these two extremely imposing damage sources, it continues to trudge forward, smithing tools in hand.
Now it would bounce again, but there's nothing else.
There's nothing else for it to
within
bounce
30.
to.
Oh yeah, because
Want it to bounce back and forth.
Yeah.
I want it so bad.
No, sir.
I know you moved me there, but I wouldn't want to be that close to that guy that's trudging towards us.
So in this corner over here,
Yes, please.
like this,
Thank you.
Drazad, human shield mode, activate. Are you doing anything else?
Wow, Bella. You
Um,
really going to hide behind me? I thought Luciana was the human meat shield. The back seat.
no. I do still have my bonus action, but no.
Okay. Then we move on to Flora's turn. What would you like to do, Flora?
I'm gonna swoop down and put my Batwing on Drazad. I'm gonna face step him on the other side by the lever.
Okay.
So I
Very
can
cool.
face step him 30 feet to the
Just
lever.
him, right?
Yeah, just him.
I do wish with all my heart to fly with dragons.
I figured you would.
Mhm.
I didn't ask,
I
but
do.
you look rough.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
so
No, Drazad,
that
yeah.
swoop down, we'll
Mhm.
say, is 10 feet of your movement.
Okay. And then
I fly right back.
that was my bonus action. So
You
for
can
my
use your
That's
action
why I
to
didn't
pull
do
the
that.
lever.
You could, but the machine, I believe, goes next. So
Yeah, so you would pull
I
it
don't
up.
wanna- I don't
She doesn't want to
wanna-
release it.
there's a little bit of tactical timing here.
You want to be able to pull it back down before it
I
goes.
It
thought
goes after me.
Somebody else lifted it.
No.
No.
I
Earlier
thought,
in the combat,
I thought
yes.
about it, but
Okay.
no one else was going to go before it went,
that's
so I
what-
was like,
okay.
no.
So then.
I mean, it's just gonna turn and attack y'all anyway.
Might.
Like,
No, it can't.
Right.
Remember, it hasn't been grappling us behind it.
It's been
Well,
trying to turn
if it's
around, though.
released, it will turn
If
around.
it's
Oh,
released, it
gotcha,
will.
gotcha,
Yes, that's what I'm
gotcha.
saying, yeah.
I had the thing open. I was gonna attack, but I closed it because I opened something else. It's a +5 to hit. so
roll.
I'm gonna try to claw the table again.
Okay. Roll with advantage. Because it is restrained, it's probably having a hard time moving. That is not a D20.
They're in the wrong
That's right,
spot.
yeah.
It's in the wrong spot.
It's like, man, I roll crap.
Yeah. It is crap. 13.
Oh.
13 does not hit, unfortunately. As
I
you
had
try and
higher
lash
than
out,
12.
the giant appears to be just swinging wildly, trying to wrench itself free as you are not able to land an attack on the mithril cable.
Okay. Can I fly where I'm hovering like above him?
Yes. You doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't have to.
Well, I'm gonna put you
Yeah,
here,
but I
and we'll
wanna do
just know
like-
that you're over him.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could probably sit on top of him.
I thought about just like perching, but I don't.
Get the sticky tag.
Yeah. Yeah. Get the sticky tack.
Make him shoot.
It is now
himself.
the giant's turn, and
Maybe
as
crits a
you
black hole and tries to
float
pull himself
above
into
its
himself.
head, it is going to like swat at you momentarily, but then it sees Drazad and is going to fire on you. It's disadvantage because it
You're
is
close.
restrained, and you're close. Does a 17 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay.
I was ready with the silvery barbs. I was like, I can cast spells again.
It's gonna do it again. It gets 2 attacks. Does a 23 hit?
Silvery barbs. I'm giving you the advantage.
That's higher.
Damn.
Piece of shit.
Damn.
Do it again.
As it fires its hook arm, you dodge out of the way just in time, having seen the attack before, but it reels and catches you on the backswing as it clutches you once again and puts you inside of the cabin. I'm not going to actually place your mini in there because I don't feel like it. But you take 22 points of piercing damage on the attack, and as it ends its turn,
Oh, wait, but I think it's -4. No, go ahead. Sorry. This is for me to look at.
you are going to take 11 more radiant damage as you are now blinded within the creature.
Okay, 18, because it's -4 piercing, and then how many radiant?
11.
You would think the cleric would be resistant to radiant damage.
You would think.
You would hope.
honestly.
Not
You
many
hear
things
from
are.
within the thing. Val, what button did you press to get out of here?
You're gonna hear in your telepathic bond. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I didn't touch anything.
That is great.
So just don't touch anything.
Just sit there. Casually.
It is now Durant's turn, and they are going to make 2 attacks on you, Odd, from range.
Okay.
I thought I go after the giant.
No, you go after Durant.
Oh.
They've been
Durant has
dancing
just
on
been
the ground.
skipping.
Having them on the
That's,
ground.
that's true, because they were prone and then...
Uh,
yeah.
One of the attacks is a 17 to hit. That's the highest. So they both miss, I assume. Durant is still going to close on you here, ending its turn within 5 feet. So you are going to take 11 points of fire damage, being within its flame aura.
Got
Now, Drazad, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Cry.
You have advantage on whatever you want to try to do because of the silvery barbs.
Well, he does also have disadvantage. Well, he's blinded in there right now.
Yeah, so depending on what you try to do.
Now, I will let you know, it's mentioned in the stat block. One way that you can get out is to hold an action to basically jump out whenever it tries to put another creature in. That's the only like surefire way to get out, aside from like teleporting or any of that other nonsense.
You thunder stuff.
He already used his one use
Oh, damn.
to willingly drop Nurgle.
Okay, and I was just going to do damage. But then... my
It
brain
seems
just
pretty
started
low.
thinking,
Alex is talking about how plates and
I
stuff
know.
are peeling off
That's
of
what
it.
I'm worried about. Because what happened? Am I going to get stuck in this thing if I die? If it goes down?
We'll get you out.
Yeah.
We'll get you out.
You can get
I've got giant ape.
Yeah,
I can
It falls into the lava.
It's pinned to the hammer. It can't fall in lava.
I know.
If I do get stuck in there, I'll just long rest in there. I'm
Yeah.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In your little cocoon of metal.
I could,
The safest I've ever been inside a thing of
I could
metro.
crawl inside.
By the way, Grim, thank you for the
Yeah,
19.
yeah,
I just saw that. Hell yeah, great
I got
roll.
really nervous for a second because I was like, I'm going to kill this thing by accident and die in here.
Like Sam said, we'll get you.
We'll get you out
Yeah.
if we really need to.
I am going to cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds on myself.
You have to be able to see yourself. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, literally. That was
Just touch Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
I heal myself for only 13 points, but that's okay. 13 is 13, I guess. And then I don't
Sound a little
have
salty.
too much of a... Yeah, this is useless. That's everything.
Okay,
Yeah,
Oh, you're not going to hit it?
I can't.
Oh, because Cure Wounds is an action.
Yeah.
got it. As we now move on, we go to the last Smith's turn. They do have their full 30 feet this
I
time.
think they get to either me or Luciano.
Yeah, I think they're going to go to you.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
As they close round your back here, they're going to make one attack with a 14 to hit.
No.
As they miss, swinging their
Yo.
Smith's tools down, you nimbly
My
dive
barrier
out of the way.
tattoo lights up.
Yeah. As the flames lick off of the tattoo, it looks very badass. But then, it pans over. You just see your panicked face. It is now Luciana's turn. As she turns to you, you all right back there?
Oh, yes. He says with the fakest confidence. ever.
Drazad is still stuck in here.
Don't worry, I'm coming. And she's gonna start swinging on the.
Don't
the
do me a
creature
favor.
again.
Do not stab it through the chest. You
It
will hit
turns
me.
into those magic tricks where they start putting the swords out.
That's a hit.
Only you come out and it's just a bunch of swords in you
Miss.
as you
Miss. So only one hit this time, but she is gonna get sneak attack. So 24 halved to. How much is that?
24 half to
12.
12.
Yeah.
I don't know why my brain farted.
What happens?
Yeah.
Turns out Luciana's
This
just
is
a
like-
dragon polymorph.
You could hear from outside. It sounds like hammer pangs. You're almost taken back to the days of your forging in Hrafheim. As you are blinded, your senses are heightened, and you hear that ping, 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 ping. As she's just trying to beat this thing to death. Every strike is this terrible, carries this terrible resonance that is nothing like the Forge Masters you've become accustomed to.
What is
Your
going on? Did we hit it?
Terrible, terrible hammer strikes. Odd, it is your go. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna take the opportunity attack and then run up on the beetle. And I'm gonna look at what's her name?
Durant.
Durant. I'm gonna look at her in the eyes and be like,
17.
I'll be right back. You're needed.
You see her
Be thinking about how to get this thing out of here.
white hot eyes, smoke pouring out of them, flames exuding from her armor as she says nothing in response, mouth slightly agape, light pouring out. She swings with her smith's tools and misses wide.
I think for a second about making out with somebody's face is on fire.
Have you ever seen the meme of the
Like,
tiefling
worth
who's resistant to fire damage who dated a fire elemental? It's like, it's all right, babe, I'm resistant.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, that is a 19.
19 does hit.
Okay. Give me back my
I did.
terrible dice.
You don't get to use it anymore.
This is a dumb question. This thing is made of the mithril from the mine, right? Like
What
from like
what thing?
the big
The
thing,
giant?
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
7, 5, 7, 5, 12. 12?
12 points of damage?
Some of that is
Lightning.
lightning.
Lightning or thunder?
Thunder. I'm sorry.
Thunder. Okay.
And then
Lightning charges these things.
yeah, and as it starts to swirl,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm gonna take another swing on it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they do.
Because
Yeah.
I chromatic
Oh, I
orbit
gotta
last
actually
time.
swing.
You'll probably hit, but yes, you do have to swing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was almost
that's
really bad.
That's a 20.
That hits.
Okay. Or
I
9.
don't hit that little spider.
9 points. It is still up.
God.
As you
dang.
connect with your second attack, the wind swirling around it, you see that it is jittering and barely standing on its remaining legs as the wind buffets it. You imagine even if it wanted to flee, that amount of thunder damage could do it in. So it is now its turn.
I'm like, flee, come on.
and it's going to try and attack you
Oh,
instead.
no. Wait, can I move away from it?
On your turn, you could have.
Yeah, you can do that.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna take a step back.
Okay.
Not on the stairs, so we don't have sticky tag. There you go.
Oh, look, you lost your exhaustion.
How'd that happen? As you move out of range of it, you see it sort of like trying to follow, but every time it goes to touch the wind, it sort of recoils and pulls
The
back.
moving blade.
It gets an opportunity tag on me if you want it.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a nat 1.
Okay.
But it is going to take the
I-
dodge
I
action.
want to taunt it.
It takes the dodge action instead as Valoth. That is now your go.
Okay.
It's not going to end itself.
All right.
Okay, I can't really see back there too much.
You have the Azer that is right behind you,
Yeah. Oh, he's right behind you. Um,
and the big guy in front of you. that is.
can I
holding
get to a
Jazad
point back there where they would both be
in a line?
No, where I could chromatic orb either of them without disadvantage?
You
Or
could
both of them?
you could chromatic orb the
I know
giant, and then it would leap to the other one, right?
but then it would. I still have to roll to attack the other one, and it's
Oh, I see.
disadvantage. So I want to get where
That's a good point.
they're both not at
Is it
disadvantage.
your turn?
You can scoot like over here, moving through Luciana's space, but you're going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm fine to
Okay.
take an attack of opportunity from it.
You polymorph me.
I
think it has
can, but you're way the fuck up there.
I was gonna ask. asking you in
that
your
is
brain
a
if you would
23 to
polymorph
hit,
me.
Valoth.
What?
23 to hit.
Yeah.
So you are going to take
11?
8 points of
8?
bludgeoning and 3 points of fire.
Yep. 11.
As it connects with its smith's tools this time, catching you unaware. You feel the flames lick across your back as you rush away, feeling the burn and letting it compel you forward. You begin to pull your magic together for an attack.
Cannot polymorph you. I don't have any of those spell slots left. Yeah, I'm gonna lucky again to roll the hit on this guy, the chromatic orb.
Okay,
My last lucky. That is a 22
that hits.
with my minus and plus.
As your chromatic orb arcs from your palm, lighting the hammer and anvil that hold this beast in place.
It is gonna bounce, and that is 22 points of lightning damage.
22 points as it sort of drops. You hear gears and plate dropping to the ground with resonant pangs, each of them. It still holds together, but it is on its last leg.
And
Figuratively,
then
it has no legs.
I'm gonna roll to hit the other guy. Straight
Okay.
roll. 10.
10 does not hit as
With
the
a
lightning
plus 10.
arcs
Tell me how that
wildly
happens.
off of its
Flaming body.
no, it's well, I had said the word earlier.
Oh.
Conductive body.
Oh, okay.
How do you get a 10 if you got a plus 10?
Because I have a -2
Exhaustion.
from my exhaustion.
That'll do it.
And I rolled a 2 on the dice.
Are you doing anything else?
This thing's gonna be able to grab me from pretty much anywhere.
It's got 60 feet.
If I get away from the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
It
It is Flora's turn next as well.
Yeah.
Run around,
It is
active-
Flora's turn.
Run around,
Yeah. Can I get
activate the-
around to pull the lever?
You have 25 total feet. You would have used 10 feet to get there. You have 15 feet left. I would say just enough to get to the lever.
So Flora, if I use my bonus action to pull this, are you going to use your bonus action to pull it back down?
Are you inside?
No,
No,
she's
she's on
flying
On
above.
top. Okay.
Yeah.
Do we think that it's immune to fire?
Yes.
No.
Cool.
Honestly,
differing
who do you
opinions.
believe? Yes, I do think it. Valve would think it is because
Okay.
it's for this kind of stuff.
You think it is immune?
Yes.
Then yes, I will put the lever back down.
And you only need to use your bonus action for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can still use your action for whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, then I'm gonna lift it with my
Okay.
bonus action.
As you lift the lever, the machine actually sort of begins to lumber over with how weak it is. You imagine that it actually was using the lever to hold itself up somewhat. It is no longer restrained, but it is freed.
But I mean, if we pulled the lever, it would still
Yep.
get okay. Because the way you described it, I'm like, oh no, did I just
no,
completely fuck it up?
No. Are you doing anything else?
No.
Dun.
Action,
Okay.
bonus action, full movement, all done.
Flora, it is your go. What would you like to do?
Should I push him into the lava?
I think you.
It's not going to do anything.
How big are you as a creature?
Large.
Large.
I don't
So
think
you can, but I think it has advantage because you're a size smaller.
Actually, don't know. I'd have to double
I
check
was
it.
just looking at the shove action. I don't remember. No, it just says it's possible if it's no more than one size larger than you. So you can try to push it. What is your strength modifier?
+2.
So it would have a 13 DC to try to beat your shove. I'm assuming your proficiency is a +3.
It's your call. What
Yeah.
what would Flora do?
Yeah.
Just letting you know that's what it is. Because if it doesn't work, you can always pull the hammer back down. So.
Yeah.
I think I want to try
Yeah.
to...
Try it.
Try to shove it?
Mhm.
Okay, now that it is freed, you see it is off balance and you attempt to shove. I'm going to say since it's on its last leg, go ahead and
roll.
attempt to... it's a save, right?
It would have
Dex or
disadvantage.
yes, strength or dex save.
I'm going to give it disadvantage.
Ugh.
Those are actually pretty
what
good.
is the bat's proficiency? It says should say PB somewhere near
Well,
its challenge rating.
you would use your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so 4. So it's a 14 actually, not a 13. Then.
Okay. It got a
PB plus
14.
Ugh.
And so my proficiency bonus is 4.
It's 8 plus your strength plus your proficiency. So 8 plus your strength modifier is 2. That's 10.
So the DC
That's
is 14. It rolled a 14, and so it actually passes. As you attempt to push it in, you see it's stumbling backwards, but just barely able to hold itself outside of the forge fires.
Okay, then I'll use my bonus action to
Pull the lever,
pull the
Kronk.
lever.
Okay, as you fly down, you use your little bat leg to kick the lever down. Once again, the automated anvil sputters to life as the mallet flies down, slamming now into the head of this mithril giant, beating it into pieces and dislodging the hatch as Drazad goes flying out.
Yeah.
The reason I
free.
said that it would be resistant is because I had looked at the stat block, and I knew it wasn't. But I was like, Valoth actually was thinking before I'd seen that
Yeah, that makes
that it
sense.
would be resistant.
Congratulations, you guys actually earned the win on this.
Yeah. We didn't Kylo Ren it. More.
It is now Durant's turn, and they are going to make attacks on you once again.
Don't hurt me.
I think those both would hit. It's a 24
It's shooting
and
at you, I
a
think.
26. It will close on you, though.
yeah.
We killed Mental Giant.
Sticky tick. Yeah, both of those hit.
Okay. Then you are going to take 30 total fire damage, 15 from each.
That's a lot.
As it now closes on you and ends its turn within 5 feet, just sort of staring at you with hollow eyes. You feel the flames licking off of it as you take 11 more points of fire damage.
Give it a little kiss.
Would it be within 5 feet of that thing for it to take a?
It is
11?
creatures of its choice, I believe.
Dang.
11,
Each creature of the Azur's choice.
11 more.
11 more.
Got it.
It is now Drazad's turn. What would you like to do there, Drazad, as you are prone on the ground?
We have a little friend
The
back
Mythos Giant
there,
disappeared, you
Durant,
just
and
took it
then
off the map.
I just took it off the map, but it's dead.
Yeah, I knew it was dead. I just was like, did it disappear and I missed something or?
There's a part of it.
You gotta. Drazad's pin. You gotta get him.
No.
No, he's not.
Better not be.
I was like, fuck.
we've got that friend over there, and then these two. There's the last 3 enemies.
Yeah, I'm gonna
The little guy down there. That got this acrobatic orb.
boy. I'll use my 15 feet to stand up.
Okay.
And then I'll move 15 more feet like this way.
You're exhausted by 2,
Yeah.
So you have 10.
10.
left.
so you have 10
Yeah,
feet.
whatever.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I'm like, Drazad, the robot,
Yeah,
the
that little-
spider.
That
The
is
spider.
Is it made of mithril? Is it?
I guess. I
Do
don't know.
It's not hard to tell. It's pretty
You'd be
obvious.
able to tell at a glance. It is.
I don't know. Even
I
though
also
know.
believe we do know that these are resistant. No, they might be the big spiders that are resistant to fire. I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's immune to lightning. I know that.
Yeah.
I tried to give a lot of them like some consistent immunities and resistances, but every one of them has like something slightly different.
yeah.
Well, I'm just worried about it being resistant to.
I mean, what else are you gonna
Radiant?
do?
I don't think this one's resistant.
Yeah.
to
What
radiant.
else are you gonna do?
I think you've hit these with.
I can do fire damage. I can do other stuff.
Well, I don't remember.
Split second decision. What is Drazad going to do?
I'm gonna cast a guiding bolt at it. I
Okay.
will cast it at 2nd level.
Mm.
And it is a
Roll to hit.
28 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Perfect.
As you cast your guiding bolts between, basically Odd and Durant are having a staring contest, and this guiding bolt sears right past their line of vision.
17. Damage.
17 points of damage to the Scrapper Beetle, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. As you connect with the Scrapper Beetle, you don't so much as see its demise as you see your bolt fly into the storm that Odd has conjured. In like sort of thunder and lightning, it crackles as the parts just spin out of the tornado in a flurry as it is torn apart.
Good.
What happens to Durant?
I was just about to ask that.
And the other guy.
Drazad, as you land this attack, you see at last the burning soul of Freudon's High Forge Master is quenched. Her skin cools like wispy white coals, and her tools clatter and clang unceremoniously onto the ground. Durant stares blankly ahead as her cloak of flames rescinds to reveal 2 hollow eyes that slowly drift and lock with yours. Drazad, it feels as if you've seen a ghost, an apparition of the past, and perhaps you have. Deja vu hardly describes it, but this presence is familiar. A gifted master wreathed in smoke, diminished yet tempered, cold yet aflame. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, you will be the only one in the room. So nobody go anywhere. We'll be back in about 10.
I'm still kissing her though, right?
See you in a bit. Bye.
This is gonna be your like Forge Master. That's what it sounds like.
Terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. A huge thanks to Tides of Mo, Brett Venable, Tabletop Beard, Grim Reaper, Atmos Seeker, Justinian of Darkport, Angel Jobert, XIVM, Corey of Darkport, Angel of Darkport, Drazadi, Anthony Pace, Memebot 69000, Dutin 103, Vivian June, Devak Longfang, Lil Tired, Jason Miller, Defiant Chaos, Red Dragon, Charlie Gardner, Devin Beard, Bellius 10, Avery Cunningham, Elijah Lloyd, Butter Weatherby, Wilfredo Figueroa, Misfit, Monster's Mother, Gideon X, Fallen Knight, Jackpot, Chris G, Disco Ray, Robert is a Painter, Bacon and Vodka, Sean Rem, Ruby Rod, War Daddy, Daddy De Frosty, Dom again, Joseph Pratt, Deathbird EX, Caramel Thunder, Brian Capraro, Gary Flagler, and Quinn Perrette. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it.
Greetings, viewers. Bramble Backfoot hopping by to let you know about our monthly homebrew packets issued to all those brave enough to join the ranks of our prestigious order. With a plethora of items, monsters, mechanics, and more, it's easier than ever to bring chaos home to your table. So become a member and let's fight the forces of evil together.
Thank you, you're all too kind, and the drinks are on me tonight! Ha 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 ha! Oh, you must not have enabled gifted memberships! Let me show you how. Ha 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 ha! What you'll want to do is make your way over to our channel page and then add /allow_gifts. From there, you can turn on the toggle for free stuff and join in the chaos. Ha ha ha! Now for my next tune, a little ditty about a dead necromancer named Pinky.
Hello, Drazad here. Oh my god, you have got to come check out all of our wares. We have so many different things. Help support the stream and get yourself some new magic items as well over at the Constructed Chaos store.
Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
In a world of darkness exists Jeramentum, a beacon of hope in the realm of Terra. Our heroes, all with unique pasts, live here and are connected by a common destiny to protect the dream. Welcome to Darkeport, an actual play production company. Our inaugural dark fantasy D&D campaign, Gold, Green, and Red, is inspired by the lived experience of War Medic and GM Angel Gamble. Subscribe to us now on YouTube. Live episodes stream every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you. By chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Welcome back, everyone. Caleb is dead, not Drazad.
Yeah.
As you have gained several levels of exhaustion in this fight, and you feel your consciousness slipping, you lock eyes with Durant as their form peels away, and you recognize not so much the face of this individual, but the spirit of them. The prestige of a high forge master calls you back to a memory that is not yours. You stand now before the mighty Pyraxis, arbiter of the forge and conduit of life-giving creation.
Tagrun, approach. Ply your craft before me.
What do you do?
I would imagine I would kneel before anything. And then I would get up and look around. Is there a forge around at all? Or
The forge hall before you is vast and resplendent. Metal ingots lay neatly stacked in piles, and a radiant fire burns near the back of the room. The anvils nearby seem to harbor a latent magic potential that will only be awakened when struck. Roll a history check. I want to see something.
I think I know where I am. Non-natural 20.
Okay. This doesn't look exactly the same, but you find some similarities in the relative size and layout of the space with regard to the forge that you stumbled upon underground in Zealous.
Yeah. Having that thought and that memory, I would look to Pyraxis. What would you have me create the Great One?
Create what you desire.
I think Drazad would try to make not the white knife, icy knife.
Oh,
Ice
okay.
Fang?
Ice Fang. Yeah.
But he would try to like not recreate it because he doesn't want to like potentially like upset Pyraxis, but he does want to like
Try
show
his
him
best.
that yeah, like he's striving to have that level of like forge creation in his life, you know, as his devotion.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel this desire deep within your heart as you then begin to move towards one of the anvils, and you raise your hand. You see out in front of you the metal that has been simmering, rising to heat up to this point, and grasping the tongs, holding it, is not your hand, the hand of a giant. As you slam the hammer down, you feel your piece coming into shape, into being. A beautiful sword crafted from very fine iron. As you marvel at it, make a smith's tools check. I want to see how nice it is.
That's just a D20 with my proficiency
And strength. Yeah.
Strength, yeah.
Strength based. Ooh, Grim Reaper. I just saw that Silver Raven figurine get gifted. We'll have to address that when we get the rest of the group back in.
I don't have my notes pulled up in front of me, but I would like to take a chat roll.
Okay. I do know there's a 19 in there.
That's what I'm going to take.
Okay. For a total of?
19, 21, 25.
Okay. As you present this blade that would rival just about any man-made creation in your own time, you see Pyraxis look over it, carefully pulling it from your grasp.
Creating is an act of selfless giving. Yet your creation is steeped in greed.
He looks over to the anvils that you smithed upon, and you now see that one of them glows with a faint umbric rune that is slowly diminishing after you've finished forging upon it.
These markings bind in steel, abominations of the divine blessing. We are called to shape life from the soil, not to harvest its light and turn it to ash.
Pyraxis throws the sword onto the ground as it clatters and clangs with a cold resonance that echoes through the chamber. You feel a pain as if you've been struck by it, shiver down your spine. Pyraxis begins to leave the hall, stopping only to place a firm hand upon your shoulder.
I do not fear much, Thagrun, but I do fear this.
As Pyraxis begins to step away, you feel a stir from within the place where your holy symbol rests at the mention of this name, Thagrun. Pyraxis continues out, light filtering into the chamber as he parts the stone doors. A line of shadow traces over your features before leaving you alone in the dark, seemingly Alone, that is. Another voice echoes through. Finally, you spark your divinity and he waxes wary. There is no greed here. Only jealousy of crumbling cold embers missing the warmth of fresh ambition. A part of you screams to heed Pyraxis' warning, but a roaring flame in your gut prevents it. Your body acts on its own, but it was never your body to begin with. This giant lifts a hammer, driving out their own impurities. Here, Thagrun is cast aside to make room for something else. Here, Nergath tells his first lie to himself. As your vision fades, you feel the presence within your holy symbol welling up once again, seemingly remembering a past life that had been forgotten up until now. And we will call everyone back into the room. So, as we now rejoin all of you following this combat, Durant descends into ash, merely a pile of nothing.
How do we get the ship out? Yeah, in my arms. Baby, no.
Her belongings are still there, but her body begins to disintegrate into blackened ash, as does the rest of the forge workers that were
I
tainted
would
to this
attempt
point.
to shoot a message at her as she's like dissolving and
Okay.
say like, how do you get the ship out?
Priorities.
And see if she can shoot a message back before she disintegrates.
Make an Arcana check. I want to see if you can get to her before her spirit moves on.
I would like to seduce her spirit before she moves on.
Get the hell out of here.
That is a 21 with my minus. Although I don't know if that applies to checks.
It is
does.
ability checks.
It's anything D20. Yeah, okay, yeah. So 21.
Okay. You connect with your message and ask, as you feel her spirit fleeting, you say, "Find Gribzik."
Oh, that's funny. I was just about to ask if I could send Gribzik.
Be like, oh, we need to find your bestie for Resty.
Drozad was just thinking about him. I really hope he was not turned into one of those.
Well, Durant, with her dying
different
mental
things.
words to me, said we need to find Gribzik to get the ship out.
that was a good thought.
Maybe
try.
he knows Big Dimension Door as a spell.
I don't.
Is it?
I don't think that is a. You know, Drozad does not know
With
a lot
magic,
about.
all things are possible. We had no spells once upon a time.
You know what? I'll give you that. That's fair. Yep. Who would Drozad be without the great Pyraxis? Yeah, I would like to send in Gribzik. Hello, bestie Foresti. Where are you and are you okay? We are by the ship. Love Drozad.
Me too.
And Odd,
Make a persuasion check.
whom you have not
Relatively
met yet.
low DC. I won't even roll for it.
It's +0, so let's see. What else we got in the chat, baby?
Do you need to see it? We
Yeah.
have 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19.
Did you
Well, he
check
took the 19.
No, there was two 19s.
Okay,
that's
so
what I
there's
wasn't
two
sure.
15s.
What was the lowest one?
10 or
I'll take a
13.
10.
Okay. With your 10, you hear Gribzik utter back in a low voice. I'm on the ship. But Durant said to be quiet, not to come out.
We're on dead.
Hey,
All of
got
her
some
stuff
bad
is right
news,
there.
bro.
Right?
hey, bestie Foresti. You can come out now. Durant didn't necessarily say that it was okay, but Drozad did. I holler that out into the chamber. 'cause-
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I think with a 10 persuasion,
Yeah.
probably they responded, but they might
Yeah.
not.
I'm gonna
heed
go.
your words.
I'm gonna go climb up. I'm gonna start whatever they're doing. I'm gonna start climbing up to the ship.
I want to dig
through
through my stuff.
We'll get to that.
I am dropping wild shape.
Okay,
I want to get everybody.
that's fine. You don't have to go by this. That camera's not even on,
Sorry.
but that's fine.
Bless you. And then
Bless you.
I want to go up to the ship,
Okay.
and I want to try to like talk to Gribzik.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go with her.
Are you going in the ship?
Don't forget the rules of it was goblins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
If
roasting
you rock paper
boat.
scissors and you win,
Oh.
he has to do whatever we tell him.
That's true.
Before you stands Durant's mechanical marble, a ship sculpted almost entirely of gleaming mithril. Its teardrop silhouette radiates a soft otherworldly light. The deck is laid with exquisitely crafted wooden planks of an exotic grain, arranged with the precision of a master artisan. At the helm, an opulent indoor platform seems to control the ship using subtle hand gestures and magical energy. On either side, expansive wings mounted on enormous bearings shift with an effortless grace that promises unparalleled maneuverability, while a luxurious cargo hold beneath promises a home away from home. Every detail of this vessel exudes a harmonious blend of magic and metal. And then, while you scope out the cargo hold, a hatch in the floor opens. Two beady goblinoid eyes peer out towards you. Are you my friend?
Yes, it is Razad, your bestie foresty, you know.
Gribzik sort of comes out, closes the hatch, runs over to you, much more childlike than you imagined, as he grabs onto your leg and won't let go. As he holds on for a moment, breathes in deep, and then lets go, still holding onto your pants leg, looks up at you and says, "Where's Durant?"
So Drazad has some not super great news. Durant did not make it from protecting the ship and everybody here.
This causes Gribzik to release you quite quickly as he clambers up the stairway leading to the upper deck, runs down the stairs leading to where Drazad...
As me and Otter picking through her pile of ashes.
Durant's remains lie there in a pile of her belongings. Gribzik recognizes them instantly and walks over as he pulls up her ashes and tears welling up in his eyes. No. Fix her. Fix her.
Are there any containers around?
Is
I have a
he hurt?
vial.
Is he hurt?
Yeah, I mean,
He
I
appears to be
have
fine.
vials,
He's
but
fine.
Yeah,
is there anything like bigger than a vial around?
Like a jar.
Yeah.
I would imagine you're able to find a small like metal container.
Yeah, I will.
Put her ashes in.
Yeah, mage hand and just because I don't want to leave any on me. I want to try to get as not for
I'll
being clean, but just
help
yeah.
You with, I think I can control wind.
I have
maybe
mage
water.
hand too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because then you can dissipate the mage hand and the rest of the ashes will fall in. So
Hey,
like
my mage
just
hand
trying
turns
to-
into a
Trowel.
yeah, like a broom and dustpan.
Got it.
Mine's a dustpan.
Yeah,
yours is
yeah,
the broom.
my broom. I'm like very
Yeah.
I
revenant.
can also shape water and like get it all in the water and then like put the water
Pour it in.
the-
Yeah.
As you begin to collect Durant's remains, Gribzik pleads with you to set her right, to fix her.
Val's gonna say we can't do that,
Not yet.
but we
Maybe
can
soon.
make sure she's always with us.
And you get to say goodbye. And as you're scooping up the ashes, something catches your eye.
Mm-hmm.
You see within her remains and amongst her gear a small mithril device that looks different from anything you've seen previously.
Her last I'll say to Gribzik, her last words were to find you. So she was thinking of you, and I think in that way you meant so much to her that she knew what you would have wanted to say to her.
It's not enough. No.
Something
It often isn't.
was possessing her, and I think the thought of you was the only thing that kept herself pushing and
But she
fighting.
beat them. I saw. Durant was strong.
She was very strong. but there are some magics in this world that even the great Pyraxis cannot stop.
There's got to be something. Maybe she had, and he begins pulling through the gear that's left. He finds the little device. What does this do? He presses a button on it as a reel begins to turn at a fast pace, resonating at a specific frequency that reproduces a humanoid voice. Well, Grib, if you're hearing this, then that means old Durant has been forged anew.
Not what I thought her voice would sound like.
I know it's hard to understand, but you need to get it through your thick skull. I was nobody when I met you, and I'm nobody now. You need to take care of yourself. The Oracle says someone's coming to get this ship, and you wanted to take it for a spin. Maybe they can get it working for you. The skies are a way better place for a dreamer like you anyways, and I was never any good at this. I'll be dead, but I'm gonna miss you, and I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Just take care of yourself, little guy. And with a whirring click, the recording comes to an end as Gribzik stands motionless, weeping onto the pile of gear left from Durant. As he begins to scoop up what he can, he sits and just sort of toils with what she left behind.
Drazad will do the only thing he knows how to do in this situation. He is going to go to the Mithril Giant, or what's left of it, and I will fabricate,
Okay.
and I will make a small statuette of
Durant.
yeah, thank you. And I'll bring it over to Gribzik.
He kind of looks over at you as you approach. What do you want?
I just wanted to give you this. She may be gone, but she will never be forgotten.
Can you make it into
Hand
the
it to
lid
me.
for the jar? The little statuette.
For the jar of ashes.
I'm pretending you're gonna say this in my head, and I'll say back, still holding the thing. Are you really going to say some shit like this at this time, fella?
No, but then she really is
fucking-
always with the
I am-
ashes,
I am
and it's like a
super
picture
busy
of
right
her.
now. I am super busy.
Very
right now.
inappropriate.
No, but you just fabricated that from
This is-
nothing. Can you
yeah,
not
okay,
fabricate the
you-
bottom to be a
just
lid?
Go get on the ship.
As I hear them like telepathically fighting, I'm gonna make a bouquet of flowers from my thing,
Mhm.
and then
Staff of flowers.
yeah, and then do I still have wither and bloom? I was gonna say I have wither. If I had wither and bloom, I would make them like dry them out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't do that. I'll just give her the flowers.
Thank you. I just want to make her proud of me. She always did. She always made the coolest things. I think most of the time she was just trying to make stuff I would like.
We know someone like that. And I'll look to Drazad. Whether he likes it or not, he does always make things that we like. He's got a list. If you would like to add anything to his list.
You're a smith too?
Clearly.
Sure. Yeah.
I make a trying to lighten the mood. I make a minor image of a cup holder. And I was like, can you make one of these?
I could sure try.
I look at Drazad like,
You're already a better smith than Drazad.
He goes over and grabs some scrap metal and begins hammering on one of the anvils. Once again, you see him like kind of crying through it, just trying to distract himself from what has occurred. And he brings back a what looks to be. You could liken it to a Reese's wrapper that has been sort of loosely molded into a rounded shape.
That is.
Will this work?
That will make the
That'll
best
do.
cup holder on our new ship.
That is
Yeah.
perfect.
Ooh, and maybe you could add a little spindle that holds it in place so that if you're working on something, it'll absorb the shock and it won't spill.
That is a good idea. We can even maybe do like a gyroscope thing to where like if the ship like
Yeah, a gimbal.
Yeah, and if you put a propel on the bottom, maybe it can float, and it'll always be at the right height. That way you don't have to reach down or in my case reach up to grab whatever the drink is.
And then when we make our giant mech, the cup holder can float with us wherever we are.
Okay, now Gribsixie, these are the kind of things of a madman.
No, I like that idea.
Yes, there's another one.
You worked on those things. I'm gonna point to the broken thing. Did you work on those things with Durant?
I helped. Yeah.
Drazad, he is so much more of a forge than you could you could learn from him.
You see Drazad just kind of like looks down at his holy symbol and looks back up and... Right, I guess we'll forget about the giant rift in the mountain that I created.
What? I look up. Is there a big rift in the mountain?
He's talking about to
when
get
we
in.
got in here.
I was like. Well, we still have to get the shift out. Can you make another
Do it
one
again, yeah.
Drazad can do anything.
Do you know how to get
Especially with
the ship
Gribsixie.
out?
Yeah, I think so. That we were working on something. Durant called it a myth melder. It's this thing over here, and he points just beyond the anvil and hammer that you didn't use in the combat.
Yeah.
And there appears to be almost like a field goal post, made of pure mithril. It's relatively unassuming because it is completely square, but it appears that the edges have been shaved down to a very, very precise measurement.
Does it look like a tuning fork?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah.
I just built a magic deck and I put Strionic Resonator in it, and I feel like that's what this is.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at. If you're going,
Oh, we're going.
Oh, yeah, you're coming with us, man. We can't leave you here.
can I?
Of course.
Yes.
We would have it no other way.
Without you, we wouldn't have found Durant here and saved her from that being. We wouldn't have found you and stopped them from getting to you. We wouldn't have this ship. You are
Yeah, we
much the
wouldn't
hero
have found
here.
you. Yeah.
And you
Never.
also...
Or it would took us way longer to find you without you guiding us here.
I haven't been up to the surface in a while, and I don't know. Maybe here is better. Your moment of solace is cut short by a quake that causes the entire chamber
Uh-oh.
to shake.
Oh, I was gonna push the button on the thing again and be like, and have her speak again and be like, she told you to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she did.
I think he's
I swear to God, if you put us in the third battle,
We're dead.
you did.
Big worm.
The
Yeah.
entirety of the Pale Halls feels like they're on the cusp of falling apart.
It's our dragon friend.
Grainy debris rains
that.
down from the ceiling above. Something large must loom in Gonladir.
And in charge.
Something deadly. What are you all doing?
Okay, and I'm like, Gribsik, we have to leave.
I grab Gris and like, we gotta go. We gotta go. Come on.
And I forgot my stuff!
Okay, like
Yeah.
I help him grab all this stuff. Yeah.
And he's grabbing like so much crap.
I'm
like,
like, no, you get Durant's stuff first.
oh yeah. Well,
That
can
is
you
not-
grab that? I'll grab this.
This is your smithy tool, man.
How does that work? Do we hit it? Do we?
Strike it real hard with that. And he
I-
points to the mallet and hammer, which you
Okay.
now realize is on a rotating
Yeah.
base. It'll spin around.
I
and
run
strike
over
it.
there and start pushing it.
Yeah,
to-
I'm gonna go help.
Okay.
And I'm
Wait, you come run with me like, please.
well because I'm gonna cast Unseen Servant and
No.
have him pull the lever for us. So I'm just getting he's there to pull the lever.
Nice.
As Gribsik is
I use
grabbing
my
all this stuff,
last
he's
spell
like,
slot.
first thing I ever made, second thing I ever made, fifth thing I ever made, third and fourth were terrible, and
Grimsy, get it together!
yeah,
The
sorry.
third and fourth things are always terrible.
You can always make it again.
The ship needs to be going through when the hammer strikes. That's the only way to do it. That's what Durant said.
Drazad's at the console. Let us go. I
Okay.
don't know how to fly this thing, but let us go.
Yeah.
There are
Can
no
Unseen Servant
physical
hold his
controls.
hand?
there is just simply a platform with arcane runes etched at the bottom.
Ooh. This is freaking Pacific Rim, bro. We're gonna make our mechs.
But that's not really the problem. You know how to make one of these things, right?
Make one of what
Durant
things?
said maybe you could fix it.
Make one of what things?
It can't fly yet.
What do you mean you can't fly yet?
It doesn't work yet.
I open my book and I start flipping through to the ship, and I'm like,
okay,
I took
Valos.
meticulous notes on how the previous ship worked so we can make it again.
Let's go. Drazad knows how the engine works.
So we can make it again.
Bring out the to-do list.
Going to be able to pull the handle?
It can pull the lever.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, it can do anything
To
like
strike.
a
I
human.
push the hammer into position.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will say make an athletics check, relatively low DC, but I want to make sure that you can do it unassisted.
And I'll ask her, like, what was wrong with it? Why couldn't it fly? What was the issue?
17.
With a 17, yes, you're able to move it into position. It does lock in places. Just as your footing is about to slip out from under you, you feel like it's in a good spot as you rush back to the ship, making it up the scaffolding and pushing the ladder off.
On the way back, I want to look for anything like that Nurgle dropped.
He was in the lava.
He's in the lava.
I
That's
know,
gone.
but I didn't know if he dropped anything or
Like when
left
he was
it.
Dropped it in the
teleported.
lava.
Make an investigation check. And Drazad, what did you roll, or what were
Take
you
a
doing?
check.
Sorry, you were
He said,
going down.
Does he
I
know
was
what's
asking
missing?
Gribzik, yeah, like what is the problem, Gribzik? Like what does Drazad need to do to get this working?
I don't really know. We were commissioned to build some parts for a similar ship.
Right. You
In
Griswold, Copperfield.
another place, and I thought it would be cool, so I asked Durant to make one, and so she was putting it together and couldn't figure out how the mechanism actually worked. So you'll have to take a look at it.
Okay, that is great. All right, Bala, let's go.
I took an 8 from the chat to give me 18.
Looking out across the floor, you don't see anything left by your old pal Nergath, but you do recognize the coil from the Mithril Giant. You're
Grab
able to
that.
grab another one of those, so you now have 2 of those.
Just put 2.
Yeah.
And as you're rushing back towards the ship, you hear your box begin to chime.
What?
Terrible
Oh, yeah.
timing as
Nope. Mm-mm. That I think was an accident earlier.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
What is
Oh.
it?
Sorry, I misunderstood. Grim
Oh.
said he rolled that.
I
but
don't think. I think it was an accident roll.
What did we
Silver
miss?
Raven
Okay.
figurine is what it says.
Silver what?
We'll double check it
Raven
and we'll
figurine.
Okay,
address it
Oh
in a
wait, no,
second.
he did. Okay,
oh, what is
sorry.
it?
It's okay.
Silver Raven figurine.
Because
Ooh.
What is that?
chaos
Silver Raven
item
figurine?
I know it
gift
is.
or create.
The
What?
figurines of when
The
there's
chaos
power.
item command that just creates one.
Yes.
Yes.
Then he didn't gift anything.
Oh, okay.
Then
it was an
crafted,
accident.
And then it was an accident.
Oh.
Okay. Got it. So you, it rings and you pick it up, but it's a dead tone, and you, you put it back on your belt as you rush up the steps, getting onto the ship. Drazad, Gribzik escorts you down into the below the cargo hold where the engine room is. As you begin to get eyes on this, it looks like it's been put together pretty well up to this point. But as you hear the thunder of dust and debris settling onto the deck, you know that time is short. You begin to inspect it. Make a check with your smith's tools.
I pick up the phone.
I am helping him. Does that do anything?
Yeah, I'll say with advantage because Valoth is no. This part was supposed to be there.
I pick it up and it's like somebody on that line. They're like, "We're calling about your airships. Your warranty on your airship. It's about to run out."
Non-nat 20.
Okay.
21.
Drazad, in the cold heart of this lifeless vessel, you conduct an intricate assembly of the mithril engine with a practiced precision that borders on the sacred. Your hands move deftly over each component, guided by the silent, fervent invocation of Pyraxis and all of his giant kin that came before you. In that moment, you sense that the legacy of creation itself is being reborn before your eyes. You put the final piece into place and crank the motor as it begins to spin and whir. You hear the same life roar through this vessel that did in the Copper Griffin before it. And you realize this vessel has no name yet.
Okay, hear me out. We have got to rush. We will come up with the name in a moment. You got to get up there and do the arcane stuff. That is not Drazad's thing. I'll stay down here with the engine.
Got it.
Yep.
And he runs up and he stops for a second. He says, "Gribzik, remember, "You're better than that." And they runs.
Make a persuasion check or a deception check. You choose.
Yeah, I guess it would be deception. 18.
Grimsick rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a 22 perception. I heard that.
He turns and he's, I don't know, that was pretty impressive. As you
Trust
rush
in
over
yourself.
You hear from down the stairs. No, Gribzik, you could definitely do it better than I could.
As you rush over to the helm, Valoth, and somewhat perplexed by it, you kind of glance around, hoping for some sort of context clues as to how to operate this machine. Various runes begin to glow in sequence as you step onto the platform, and you turn to look out of the hold, looking dead ahead at the nose of the ship, and you see Luciana on the deck, sort of looking around, almost, if you could see her skin, you'd imagine it to be pale. Her hair is matted and low as she's a bit worried. She kind of claws herself to the deck, hoping...
I'm going to telepathically tell Luciana, is like, we need to be in that thing. I need you to tell me once we've crested it, so I can tell my unseen servant to pull the lever.
Okay.
Since she's on the front, if that's where she is.
She nods to you and begins to clamber up to the front, and she completely wraps her arms around the banister.
I'm gonna entangle her so she can't like fall off.
Okay. As she is roped in, strapped in, thank you.
Yeah. And he's gonna and then I'm being up there, Val's just gonna kind of be like put his hands out and just kind of like lift them and see if that raises the ship.
Valoth, your hands move with a confident precision at the helm, and in an instant the mithril engines roar to life with a deep resonant hum.
You're doing something right.
The teardrop vessel hardly shudders as it gracefully lifts from the ground.
Oh! And he's gonna like tilt his hands forward.
At this point, make a survival check.
Goes forward. Okay. That's a 16.
Okay.
With my -2.
Damn.
At your command, the ship lurches forward towards the tuning fork as it positions itself dead in the center. Your muscles tense, attempting to hold the ship stable exactly where it is.
Oh, so it's in spot?
It is in the spot.
Then I'm just gonna yell, "No!" to the servant. I don't know. I think I can telepathically talk to him, but just so everyone's aware that what we're doing.
The hammer strikes as the tuning fork begins to reverberate. Your insides feel like they are about to phase out of your body. The vibration nearly deafens you. And Valoth,
I'm assuming you're on the ship, right? Yeah. Okay.
You see the mithril of this vessel begin to glow a bright radiant that matches the vein just ahead of the tuning fork. What do you do?
And I'm gonna mentally tell Flora, it's like, we're gonna need to figure out where we are on the other side of this very quickly.
Okay.
The ship hurtles across the chamber wall as the ceiling begins to cave in. In a spectacular display, the ship appears to meld with the stone as you sail through a sea of sparkling white rock. You soar through the mountain itself, unsure of the exact direction you should be taking, but as soon as the mithril begins to diminish, you pivot the ship, trying to follow the light that guides you through the mountain.
Oh, cool. Are we flying through the veins of mithril?
You are.
Oh, yeah. Did we, like, become energy? Like
You're, like, phasing, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
As the resonant hum begins to dwindle and die down, you see the mithril beginning to fade in its intensity. What do you do?
If we're not far enough away from the unseen servant yet, I'm gonna tell him to do it again.
Okay.
To ring the fork again.
And
if it's starting to die in intensity.
Yeah.
Are you flooring it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And then if we're too far away, I would like to slam my weapon against my shield.
Okay.
To try and copy that frequency.
Well, you had the performance check earlier with the turtles, so I will say, go ahead and make a new performance check.
Okay.
What if we bang my holy symbol on your shield instead of your sword?
Whoa. Let's try that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
My holy symbol's made of mithril. Oh, partially. That's so
Well,
Are you doing anything?
I'm just
My sword and shield.
hanging out
Okay.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
Oh,
until we're on the other side, so I can help us
All
navigate.
right, performance check, right?
Make a nature check for me.
Yeah, you can help us navigate in these
yeah.
in here.
Mithril is natural.
Nature, you said?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
27.
As you see Odd and Drazad trying to work together to recreate this resonance, quite successfully doing so, might I add, you see the mithril beginning to glow, but not quite enough to continue your trajectory. You're feeling the ship beginning to slow as you every once in a while hear a grinding sound against the hull, but then you recall that the turtles themselves were actually quite adept at causing the mithril to resonate at whatever frequency they choose.
27.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
so
your
you're trying to tell
27.
me to turn into the turtle.
I'm saying you can do that if you would
little
like.
Oh,
weird
nice.
I'm just putting an idea out into the
How could I
ether.
forget that? I would like to wild
Shark bait.
I'm getting it open. 1 second. You too can do this if
Yeah.
you join our membership.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm thinking of one of the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh, great.
one
Wonderful.
on the
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, 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 yes.
No, I was like, no, you know what I'm talking about.
A-E-I-O-U.
Yeah. I owe you and sometimes why. Yeah, that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to turn into Moonstone Tortoise.
Okay. Flora, you take center stage at the front of the deck as you sort of form a, what do you call those at the head of a car? A hood ornament. And you do what once you are in the shape?
I guess I'm just going to try to like sing.
Okay.
Do you crawl on top of Luciana,
bellow?
who's still roped to the front?
As you bellow,
The only hood ornament we actually need.
we'll reuse your nature check, but what does your bellow sound like? Is it like a high pitch, low pitch? Like what is it?
It's like suspiciously low.
Like you almost can't hear it. Like it's
Lower than I can physically do with my voice. Like it's like the lowest note possible.
As the bellow
It's that.
resonates through the chamber, you see the mithril light once more as you floor the engines. Just as the ship was beginning to slow to a halt, you rocket out from the stone, erupting from the pale hearth just inside of the mountain. But you are nearly swatted out of the air by collapsing debris in the chamber. A large chunk of one of the narrow bridgeways glides past your ship's nose, but more is coming. Flora, you're at the front. What are you doing here?
shit's falling out of the sky and we're almost hitting a bunch of stuff.
I don't know. I don't know what I can do.
You can.
Wait,
this
no,
is,
I know what I'm gonna do.
This is very much a flavor thing. So
yeah,
you
I
can
know
do
what I'm
whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna suck my legs and my head into my shell.
As our head ornament, you're gonna become a battering ram.
The
We've
rocks-
done it.
Valoth, you're very careful to either dodge the rocks or send the nose straight in. As Flora, you are basically splitting stone every time it comes into contact with your extremely rigid shell.
I'm gonna telepathically tell Drazad, we're checking things off your list left and right.
As I like pull my legs in, it's almost, you know, sometimes you set a plate down and it like rattles. That's basically what the shell's doing. It's just kind of sitting there.
Do you have a blue turtle shell?
Yeah.
Blue shell! It'll hit the leader.
We're going to destroy that dragon.
Just let him get in front of us.
Yeah.
Valoth, it's at this moment that you realize this chamber is much brighter than it should be, even with all the resonant mithril. Light pours in from the outside world as even the shimmering cliff can no longer hold itself upright. The entire mountain nearly comes down onto your head as you rocket out of a gap just a bit too narrow. The wing of your ship is clipped as you spin around in a dizzying motion. Valoth, what do you do?
The way that we're spinning, he's gonna try to basically reverse the spin direction. So if we're spinning that way, he's gonna do this. If we're spinning that way, he's gonna do that.
Make a fresh survival check for me.
Because
this is a new ship. You're not quite familiar with how sharply it can kick.
All here in your minds.
I'm not
I am
ship
not fixing
Valoth. I am going to take something from the chat.
Yay, chat rolls!
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank y'all so much.
Can I?
Is that mongoose?
Uh-uh.
No. Okay.
for
Good night,
a
Boomstick.
17.
I
Okay.
am going to do Find Familiar,
Okay.
and I'm going to pull in a Moonstone Hatchling
Okay.
and put in, like, near where everyone is kind of hanging out, and everyone will get a +3 to their dex.
Yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
stealth checks.
Well, it says it's stealth checks specifically.
Oh.
I was wondering what you were doing with that, but
I
no,
read
it,
dex checks, sorry.
it kind of pulls in the light and makes it a little bit. I'll say it makes it easier for you to focus because it does quiet the area a bit. As
It
you
embodies
do,
the chat roll.
Yeah.
you do pivot the ship in place. It basically halts on a dime, and with the vessel righted, your eyes spy something much more troubling.
Oh, yeah.
An obsidian dragon
Our undead multiversal
lies
dragon.
in wait just to the right of you. Its jaws open wide as it attempts to crush you. Odd, you are up. What do you do?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I don't know if I got anything I can do.
Pray. That's what we doing. Praying. Praying, baby.
Okay.
Get creative with it.
Yeah, I tell I look at a dragon and I'm like, get on the floor and dance the dinosaur? Make a wisdom save.
Okay.
Get on the floor and dance the dinosaur.
The dragon actually rolls very low. I don't have a stat block pulled up, but does a 15 save?
No, it does not.
Okay. As you compel the dragon to get down onto the floor, you feel like the magic doesn't quite take hold, but it's just enough to make them hesitate at the absolute absurdity of what you said. As Valoth takes the cue to rocket the engines forward and the jaws clamp down just shy of the tail fin, the rudder, so to speak, that helps the ship to maneuver.
Is this
Your
the
nerves?
Obsidian dragon?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The undead multiversal dragon?
Yeah, that's the one.
There's more than one?
Your nerves have no time to rest as the ship speeds ahead at full speed and the dragon follows in pursuit. Even in the chaos, you spy one figure alone looming ahead on the barren, ahead of you in the barren cityscape. Atop the great walls of Gonladir stands the Oracle. You hardly glimpse her as you sear through the sky, but her knowing smile is burned into your eyes as it stokes your hate of her order. But as the dragon takes to the air, your feelings evaporate. It is faster than you imagined, gaining on even your new vessel. When suddenly a radiant rain streaks down from the sunset sky, golden threads entangle the beast as it is pulled back and you pull away. Just as you feel your heart beginning to settle, a familiar sound whistles through the air. A torrent of pitch black weaponry cuts through the sky. Drazad, once again, time slows to a crawl. What do you do?
I'll use my channel divinity. That's really all I can do.
What is happening?
We're flying a ship
You're getting the fuck out
through
of
a
here.
mountain
Yeah.
that's collapsing.
Did the dragon just breathe weapons again?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
breathing it at us.
Okay.
And Drazad's gonna...
Oh, at us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If
If it can't reach us, it's gonna try to shoot us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I am going to. Rye doesn't see it open its maw to try to unleash the breath weapon. Jesus, the breath weapon. You'll see. Oh well, I'm in the engine. It doesn't matter. I'll use channel divinity and try to see her undead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drazad, you rush out onto the deck after hearing the sound, and sure as daylight, the obsidian weapons swarm in a cloud towards the ship, hurtling at a speed that is almost unreactable. But you pull at your divine tether, wishing for Paraxis to bestow upon you the blessing that will save you and allow your friends to escape. You close your eyes, and I will have you make a religion check here.
27.
Ooh,
Okay.
boy.
Great Pyraxis here, my cry. Sear these undead weapons.
You seek out the same harmonious ringing that saved you before, and you find it more quickly this time. The chime crescendos louder and louder until you feel the blessings of Pyraxis slip away. Drawn too thin in such a short period. Silence takes your senses. You open your eyes and stare into the eyes of another as a single tear dances on Luciana's whisker. She says nothing, but her empty expression is more telling than ever. The rogue stumbles backwards, an obsidian blade protruding from her belly. And in slow motion, Luciana's lifeless body is pulled back to Roria by her own thread of fate, now a visible blackened cord. And then she is gone.
You stab her in the back.
As you continue to sail ahead into the sky, wind whipping across your vestments, this is where we will end our session for tonight.
Were we flying towards the Oracle? Whenever she stopped
flew over her head.
Flew over her.
Yeah, and she entangled the dragon.
Well, because I was gonna try to get her, but okay.
Drazad, as you observe the weapons behind you, you were able to stop all but this one. And so this arc of the campaign ends on somewhat of a somber note.
I don't know.
But
how somber are you?
Pretty somber.
We will
Our
continue
meat shield's gone.
this adventure with our next session in a couple weeks. So don't miss us then. And I'm actually going to be trying something new. With our next arc of the campaign, we'll be starting at episode 1. We will be reintroducing our characters, and you guys will get to start fresh. And if anyone's joining us for the first time, you'll be able to jump right in there. We're going to make sure that we start this tradition of allowing multiple entry points along our adventure, so more of you can join us in the chaos. But until then, go out there and make some chaos yourself.
Bye.
Bye.